when we heard that Swami G is going to attend the entire event, I have hosted these sort of events in my office from my student days. There were around 3,000, 4,000 audiences. But every time, whenever I am hosting an event within Matha, I'm a little nervous because I cannot stumble upon, I cannot make mistakes here. There is some sort of a fear. But thanks to Prashant, because he has set up the energy, and I only wish to carry that. And all thanks to the Acharyas who have blessed us with which we will carry forward with the next set of event. Also, since we have a little buffer time before Swamiji comes, hopefully I will engine heat ho jayega tab jak mera. How many of you have heard about Udyoga Pramoda before? Can I have a raise of hands? How many of you know Udyoga Pramoda? You can, yeah, all of you aspirants, absolutely. The mentors as well. Anyone from the audience's side, if you have heard about Udyoga Pramoda? Okay, thank you. I was just wondering if you have just entered the event, but yes, thank you. Udyoga Pramoda is a brainchild of Pujya Shri Savardaya to Shri Satyatmatirtha Swamiji. It is an initiative by Uttaradi Matha to empower, to enable, to help all the Madhva Brahmins, Madhva and also the other set of Brahmins to have great careers in their life. Yes, round of applause for the initiation that Swamiji has taken. I always keep saying this whenever someone comes to us and say, you're driving a great initiative. I tell them that we are not driving this initiative. He is driving it and we are all in the passenger seat and we are just taking that forward. This initiative was started few months ago. We will take you through the data. We will take you through all of that. But just to give a brief, this initiative was started a few months ago and we had a target to reach for about, we should have around 50 aspirants. We started calling them aspirants and not just job seekers, because whoever comes to Udyoga Pramoda is not just a job seeker. They are aspirant to achieve greater heights in their life. All of you are aspirants. Today you're all sitting there. Tomorrow you'll be here. Day after tomorrow you'll be there. Never know, sometime you'll all be here talking about the next set of AI, next set of technology, whatever it is. That is the kind of aspiration that we would like all of you to have, and that is why we call you aspirants. This initiative, like I said, was started 6 months ago, and it has been successfully running from then with the huge support of all of our patrons, and our chief patron is again Pujya Shri Satyatmatirtha Swamiji. He has always blessed us. Whenever we have asked him for a video bite, he was ready. Whenever we have asked him for a meeting, he was ready. We were hesitant, we took our conclave agenda to him and we were like, Swamiji, can you please give us around 10-15 minutes? He said, why 10-15 minutes? I'll be there for the entire event. It's just that, yes. He promised that he will be there for the entire event. Just that we have many people today for the account of Krishnashtami, and they're all taking Mantrakshata. I know his heart is over here, so he will soon be coming once that is done. So that is about Udyoga Pramoda. In this last 6 months, we have successfully conducted many sessions, that is in person and also online. At the same time, we have placed many aspirants in biggest of the biggest corporate jobs and also the startups. To just give you a number, the highest salary taken by one of the aspirants is 25 lakhs per annum. It started, and we also have 2 lakhs, so average should be around 12 to 14 lakhs if we take an average of all the aspirants who have got the jobs. And we wanted to contribute. Udyoga Pramoda wanted to contribute. One of the contributions from all of us job goers who work from Monday to Friday, we cannot come to the mat every day, right? So we wanted to see how we can contribute. So we thought, why wouldn't we conduct a few events during Chaturmasya? And that's where we got along with one of the activities called Varahini, and then Hackathon, and then Career Connect, and all of that. Today, the conclave is the day where we celebrate all of the events coming together. We will take you through the story, but as I have started, I would like to request Pandita Puja Padmanabhachar, who has been huge pillar of support, and who is the Mathadhikari of Malkajgiri Matha. If I'm wrong, please Pardon me, sir. But yes, he has been a huge pillar of support for this initiative from the beginning. We have also done one orientation session over there. All the hackathon participants, whoever is coming from a different city, are staying there. He did not even question when are they coming, what do they need to have. Please send them over and we will take care. And we just felt relieved. I would like to request Pandita Acharya to please come, grace us, and talk about Udyoga Pramoda and Swami G's aspirations around this for a few minutes.
ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷಮೇತತ್ ಪುರುಷಸ್ಯ ಕರ್ಮ ತೇನಾನುಮೇಯ ಪ್ರೇರಣಾ ಕೇಶವಸ್ಯ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಮೋದದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮೆಗಾ ಇವೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಯಾರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಗುರುಗಳಾಗಿರುವ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರು, ಸತ್ಯಾತ್ಮತೀರ್ಥ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದಂಗಳವರು. ತಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸತ್ಯಪ್ರಮೋದ ತೀರ್ಥ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದಂಗಳವರ ಜನ್ಮ ಶತಮಾನೋತ್ಸವದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಮೋದ ಅಂತ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಆ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಜಾಬ್ ಮೇಳ ಅಂತನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಯಿತು. ಸುಮಾರು ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಂತೆ 2018ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಶತಮಾನೋತ್ಸವವಾದಾಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿತು. ಈ ಬಾರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ 70 ವರ್ಷಗಳಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾತುರ್ಮಾಸ್ಯ ದೀಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಈ ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಅನೇಕ ಜನ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ IT ಒಳಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಹುದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಾರದು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರು ಅವಶ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಆದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಅವರೇ ಇದರ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರುವಾಯಿತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಬೃಹದಾಕಾರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಬಹಳ ಬೃಹದಾಕಾರವಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲಿನೊಳಗೆ ಕೆಲವೇ ತಿಂಗಳುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಪಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಮೋದ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇದರ ಉದ್ದೇಶವೇನು ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣರಿಗೆ, ಮಾಧ್ವರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಯೋಗವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶವಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅನೇಕ ಹಿರಿಯ ತಜ್ಞರು ಇದರ ಒಂದು ಆಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಜ, ಆದರೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಧರ್ಮ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಮೃತಿ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಉದ್ಯೋಗಂ ಪುರುಷ ಲಕ್ಷಣಂ. ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುವಂತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಉದ್ಯೋಗಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಇವೆ. ಆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರಿಗೆ ತಾನು ತನ್ನ ಕಾಲ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿರ್ಭರವಾಗಿ ಆತ್ಮನಿರ್ಭರ ಅಂತ ಏನು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಯವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆಯೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಶ್ರಯಿಸದೆ, ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಪರಿವಾರವಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಬಾಂಧವರಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತಗೊಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಮೋದ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅನೇಕ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಇವೆ. ಕೃಷಿತೋ ನಾಸ್ತಿ ದುರ್ಭಿಕ್ಷಂ, ಉದ್ಯೋಗಂ ಪುರುಷ ಲಕ್ಷಣಂ. ನಾವಲ್ಲ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ, ದೇವರು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ದ್ವಾದಶ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಜಗದ್ರಕ್ಷಾ ಕೇವಲೋದ್ಯೋಗಿನಃ ಅನಿಶಂ. ದೇವರು ತನ್ನ ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳಿಂದ ಜಗತ್ತನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದು ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನಂತ. ಜಗದ್ರಕ್ಷಾ ಕೇವಲ, ಅವನು ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಗಾಗಿಯೇ ಭಗವಂತ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಅವನೇ ಮಹಾ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ತನ್ನ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ, ಅದು ವೈದ್ಯನಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅವನು ವಕೀಲಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ದೇಶದ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಸೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ದೇಶದ ಒಂದು ಸೀಮೆ ಗಡಿ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಯಾಚಿನ್ನೊಳಗೆ ಅವನು ಸೈನಿಕನಾಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮದ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದರೆ ಅವನೊಬ್ಬ ವೇದ ವಿದ್ವಾನ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಮಹಾ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸ ಪಂಡಿತನಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಪಾಠ ಪ್ರವಚನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅದಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಅವನು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಅವನು ಮಹಿಳೆಯಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಪುರುಷನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅಂತಹ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಮೋದದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಸತತವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್, ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ ಟೀಮು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ 40 ಜನರವರೆಗೆ 30 ಜನರವರೆಗೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರ ಚಾತುರ್ಮಾಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾದ ಮೇಲೆ AI ಅಂದರೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಕೃತ್ರಿಮ ಮೇಧಸ್ಸು ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಿರುವ ಆ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಣತಿಗೊಳಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದರ ಪ್ರಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಹಂಕಾರಿಯ ಅಣ್ಣತಮ್ಮಂದರು, ಗುರುರಾಜ್ ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಶುಚೀಂದ್ರ ಅವರು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಅನೇಕ ಜನ, ನನಗಿನ್ನೂ ಅನೇಕ ಜನರ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ನೇತೃತ್ವವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀನಾಥಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರೇ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕರ್ತೃತ್ವ ಶಕ್ತಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅವಶ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಮೋದದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿರಿ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ದಿವಸ ಕೇಶವ್ ಮೆಮೋರಿಯಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನೊಳಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವಾಯಿತು. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಹೋದೆ. ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ, 100ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನೇಕ ಜನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು, 10-12 ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು 14 ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಉದ್ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೀವು ತಜ್ಞರನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದದ್ದು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣರಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಮಾಜ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತಡಿತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಉದ್ಯೋಗದ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮೋದದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರಮೋದ ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಇರ್ರಿ. ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣವಾದ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣಾರ್ಪಣಮಸ್ತು.
Thank you, Acharya. Do we have anyone who do not understand Kannada? A few people. Thank you. Just to summarize, Acharya took us through the dream of Swami G, why he initiated this Udyoga Pramoda during this Chaturmasya. He highlighted how the hackathon went, the number of participants that we had, at the same time, what is the need for us to do Udyoga. So, a lot of us do have this guilt a little that, we are only doing a job, we are not doing anything. He asked us not to be guilty about it, but because that's one of the traits that we need to have. Thank you. Namaskar Acharya. Dhanyavada. Thank you so much. For a couple of minutes, I would request Pandita Pujya Jaitirtha Acharya to come and also blesses the occasion. Post to that, we will be moving to the guest speakers. We have, like you have seen on the agenda, we have 3 guest speakers. One of the guest speakers has flown all the way from Bengaluru, Bengaluru for this occasion. He has traveled all the way from Bengaluru after his Parane, came here. After this event, again he will fly back. That is the kind of commitment and the dedication that he has shown on this event. Another speaker doesn't live in India. He lives, he travels around the world. It is, our adrushta of all. We are all lucky that, we have him today during this time in this conclave to address us. He will talk about why it is important to not just have a job, but also, move towards the other side of the world. I might be leaking the question paper early, but yes, I just want to hype you all up. And then we have another speaker who looks like a commoner, but he is not a commoner. He is the COO of one of the largest pharmaceutical companies. You might have seen him in the Matha, but you would not probably have recognized or have not felt that he's that simple as a human being. We will have him, and then we will have a panel discussion. Yes, round of applause for everyone. I keep forgetting that, so please remind me, clapping it once again. So yes, so all of that we will have. Before that, like I have mentioned, I would request Pandita Pujya Jaitirtha Acharya to come and bless the occasion.
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోదం. ప్రమోద అనే శబ్దము సంతోషం అనే అర్థాన్ని పొందింది. ఉద్యోగంతో ప్రమోదం, ఉద్యోగం ఇచ్చి ప్రమోదం పొందేవాడు మరికొందరు. ఈ ఇద్దరికీ కూడా సత్య ప్రమోదుల ఒక ఆశీర్వాదం ఉండాలి అని ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోదం అనే పేరుని దీనికి పెట్టారు. భాగ్యనగర చాతుర్మాస్యం 70 సంవత్సరాల తర్వాత మనకి ఉత్తరాది మఠ స్వామీజీ వారి చాతుర్మాస్యం చేసే ఓ సౌభాగ్యం కలిగింది. ఉద్యోగినం పురుషసింహం ఉపైతి లక్ష్మీ దైవేన దేయమితి కాపురుషా వదంతి దైవం నిహత్య కురు పౌరుషం ఆత్మశక్త్యా యత్నే కృతే యది న సిద్ధ్యతి కోత్ర దోషః. దీని అర్థం ఏమంటే ఉద్యోగం అంటే ప్రయత్నం అని అర్థం. ఉద్యోగినం పురుషసింహం ఉపైతి లక్ష్మీ. మంచి ప్రయత్నం కలిగిన వ్యక్తి ఎదగగలుగుతాడు, అతడు ఏదైనా సాధించగలుగుతాడు. ఆయనకు లక్ష్మి అంటే సంపద, అదే తనంతగా తానే వచ్చి అతన్ని కౌగిలించుకుంటుంది. దైవేన దేయమితి కాపురుషా వదంతి. అది కాదండి, మన నుదిటి మీద రాసి ఉండాలి ఏదైనా సంపాదించుకోవాలంటే, అంత దైవం చేతిలోనే ఉంది అని చెప్పేవారు మరికొందరు ఉన్నారు. కానీ వారు సత్పురుషులు కారు. దైవం నిహత్య కురు పౌరుషం ఆత్మశక్త్య. దైవాన్ని పక్కన పెట్టి నీ పౌరుషం నువ్వు చూపెట్టగలిగితే అప్పుడు నీకు నిజమైన ఓ స్థానం కలుగుతుంది. దైవం మీదే నువ్వు ఆధారపడి ఉండి అంత దైవంలో ఉండాలి, రాసిపెట్టి ఉండాలి అని కూర్చుంటే ఏ పనులు కావు. ప్రయత్నం చెయ్యి. మేము చేశామండి, ఎంతో ప్రయత్నం చేశాము, కానీ మేము ఫలితం పొందలేకపోయాము అంటే పర్వాలేదు. దైవం నిహత్య కురు పౌరుషం ఆత్మశక్త్యా యత్నే కృతే యది న సిద్ధ్యతి కోత్ర దోషః. నీవు ప్రయత్నించి విఫలుడైతే దానికేం తప్పులేదు. ప్రయత్నం చేయకుండా ఊరికే దైవాన్నే నమ్మికొని ఊరికే ఉంటే, ప్రయత్నం చేయకపోతే దేన్ని సాధించలేవు అని దీని అర్థం. కానీ దీనికి ఇంకో అర్థం ఉంది. యత్నే కృతే యది సిద్ధ్యతి కోత్ర దోషః అంటే నువ్వు ప్రయత్నం చేసి విఫలుడైతే తప్పు లేదు అని ఇలా అర్థం కాదు. యత్నే యది కశ్చన దోషః అస్తి నీ ప్రయత్నంలో ఏం లోపముందో తెలుసుకో, దాన్ని రెక్టిఫై చేసుకొని మళ్ళీ ప్రయత్నించు అని అర్థం. ఇలా మనము దైవం ఉండాలి, దైవం అనేది లేదని నేను చెప్పట్లేదు, కానీ దైవంతో సహా ప్రయత్నము అంతే ఉండాలి. మనం ప్రయత్నంలో విఫలులు అవ్వకూడదు. ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోదం ఈ ఒక అభిప్రాయంతో కూడి ఉన్నది. ఈ అభిప్రాయంతో దీన్ని మొదలుపెట్టారు. మన వాళ్ళు చాలామంది ప్రయత్నం చేసినట్టు ఉంటారు, కానీ నిజమైన ప్రయత్నం చేయరు. అలాంటి వారినంతా లాక్కోవచ్చి వారికి మంచి ఒక ప్రయత్నం ఎలా చేయాలి అనేదాన్ని నేర్పి దాంతో వారికి మంచి ఫలితం కలిగేటట్టు చేసేదే ఈ ఉద్యోగం ఒక అభిప్రాయం. స్వామీజీ వారు ఓ ఉపన్యాసంలో ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోదం గురించి చెప్పేటప్పుడు ఒక మాట చెప్పారు. పెద్ద ఎత్తున అన్నదానం జరుగుతుంది ఇక్కడ. మేమంతా ఆశ్చర్యపోయాం. ఏం ఇలా చెప్తున్నారు స్వాములు వారు, మేము ఉద్యోగం గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాము, అన్నదానం గురించి కాదు అని. కానీ స్వామీజీ చెప్పారు, వీరంతా ఉద్యోగస్తులైతే వారికంతా అన్నం పెట్టిన పుణ్యం మీ ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోదానికి ఉంటుంది, అందుచేత పెద్ద ఎత్తున అన్నదానం ఇది. అంటే యావజ్జీవంచ విద్య అన్నట్టు ఇది ఆ విద్య నేర్చుకున్న వారికి ఎలా వారు ఓ ఫలితాన్ని, విద్య ఫలితాన్ని పొందగలుగుతారు, ఉద్యోగాన్ని సంపాదించుకోగలుగుతారు, దాన్ని నేర్పించి వారికి ఉద్యోగం వచ్చేలా చేసి, వారి ఉద్యోగం పొందేలా చేసి, వారికి అన్నదానం చేస్తున్న ఒక పుణ్యం ఈ ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోదానికి ఉంది. అల్టిమేట్ స్వామీజీ వారికే ఈ పుణ్యం ఉంది, సత్యప్రమోదుల వారికి ఈ పుణ్యం ఉంది. దీనిలో చాలా పెద్ద ఎత్తున అన్ని కార్యక్రమాల్లో తమ భాగస్వామ్యాన్ని కాక ప్రతి ఒక్కదానికి స్పాన్సర్ చేసేవాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ చాలామంది ఉన్నారు. అందులో అతి పెద్ద ఎత్తున ఎన్ని లక్షలు ఇదివరకు ఆయన ఖర్చు పెట్టారో నాకు తెలియదు. మన ఏఎల్ శ్రీనాథ్ గారు హోల్ అండ్ సోల్, అలాగా ఆయన ఏ కార్యక్రమం అయినా నేనున్నాను అని ముందుకు వచ్చి ఆయన చేస్తున్నారు. ఆయనతో పాటు ఇంకా అనేక జనాలు ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారు. అందరి పేర్లు చెప్పడానికి అవకాశం నాకు లేదు, కాబట్టి వారందరూ కూడా ఆయనతో కలిసి అందరూ చేరి ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని ఒక ఫ్రూట్ఫుల్గా చేస్తున్నారు. దీనికి అంతా స్వాముల వారి అనుగ్రహం ఉంది. స్వాముల వారి ఈ ఒక అనుగ్రహాన్ని మరీ మరీ స్మరిస్తూ నా రెండు మాటల్ని శ్రీపాదుల వారి పాదాల మందు సమర్పిస్తున్నాను. శ్రీకృష్ణార్పణం.
Thank you, Acharya. I am aware that many of you do not understand Telugu as well, and that's the reason why we are using English here. In a few minutes, Acharya has covered the entire summary of this conclave. Till date, there are so many calls that we get whenever we put a message on WhatsApp. Suddenly there is a call that we receive that I have registered to Udyoga Pramoda, where is my job? You know, people are assuming that once they register, we are giving them an offer letter. That number one. Number two, I have attended an interview, but I did not get selected. Udyoga Pramoda is of no use. This is also one of the feedbacks that we got. Let me be honest about it. What is important is while we are here to help you, the most important thing is how are we putting that effort? How are we trying to break through a door? How are we trying to get that job? And also, not all of your interviews will be successful. So, Acharya has emphasized on how we need to put our effort to get through that job, or to get through that aspiration that we want. At the same time, if you're not able to make it sometime, never give up, try again, because Swamiji's Anugraha and Bhagavanta's Anugraha is with us, and it will take us along. Thank you, Acharya. Thank you for emphasizing that. Please, round of applause to Acharya as a thank you note. Like I said, please don't make me keep reminding that once I call a name, once I thank them, you should go ahead and then clap them, and that's the kind of a gratitude that you can show to all of them. Can we all have another round of applause? Great. Now let us move to the next set of event. I want to know how excited are all of you. In the count of 1, 2, and 3, can you all chant Jai Shri Ram along with me? 1, 2, and 3. Jai Shri Ram. I can't hear you. 1, 2, and 3. Jai Shri Ram. Great. The first question. How many of you are engineers here? Majority? Engineers, yes? Okay. I think our team members are also engineers. And in those engineers, how many of you are into the information technology, the IT? Again, the majority, right? Great. The next question, the reverse of it. How many of you are not into the IT? Maybe pharma, maybe mechanical, maybe HR, maybe BCom, right? Have you ever got a question, why are you not an engineer? Why are you not a software engineer? Yes? Yes or no? Yes, right? There are so many questions. I am 32 years old. Oh, by the way, I did not give my introduction, right? So I am Suchindra. I am part of the UDYOGA PRAMODA team. I just got carried away and, started with the event. I am a learning and development manager in one of the pharmaceutical companies. And I am not an engineer. And I think till date, my mom has this regret that I am not an engineer. Because, when we were studying, I think it's still the norm that, everyone has to be an engineer. Everybody has to be into the software development, software fields. Yes, yeah, very important thing. Our 𝐂𝐻𝐚𝐚𝐬𝐲𝐚, the CEO of Brahmos, he is also, sorry sir, we welcome you to the event. Yes, he has just reminded that if you are not an engineer, no marriage. I was told, I studied BCom, and after BCom, I was told to do an MBA at least because ladki mil jayega. So that's one of the reasons why I did my MBA. But yes, so there is so much focus on software, so much on IT that we feel that, we are the minority in this corporate world. So without taking much time, I would like to invite the COO of, let me read that because I don't want to get it wrong. The Chief Operating Officer of Cramson Research Park, one of the largest pharmaceutical companies. Like I said, you would have seen him in the Matha circles many times and you wouldn't know that he's the one. Dr. Vijay Vittal sir, so please come. And he would be talking to us about life and career beyond information technology.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परम गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीमदानंद तीर्थ भगवत्पादाचार्य गुरुभ्यो नमः जयति हरिरचिन्त्य सर्वदेवैक वन्द्य परम गुरुरभिष्ठा वाप्सित सज्जनानां निखिल गुणगणार्णो नित्य निर्मुक्त दोषा सरसिरनेनोऽसौ श्रीपतेर्मानदोन अशेष वाग्जाड्य मलापहंत्री नवम नवम स्पष्ट सुवाक्प्रदायिनी ममेह जिह्वाग्र स्वरंगनर्तकी भवप्रसन्ना वदने च मे श्री प्रथमो हनुमन्नाम द्वितीयो भीम एव च पूर्णप्रज्ञतृतीयस्तु भगवत्कार्यसाधकः ब्रह्मान्ता गुरुवः साक्षादिष्टं दैवं श्रेयःपतिः आचार्य श्रीमदाचार्य सन्तु मे जन्म जन्मनि चित्रैपदैश्च गम्भीरैः वाक्यैमानैरखण्डितैः गुरुभावं व्यञ्जयन्ति भाति श्रीजयतीर्थवाक् अर्थिकल्पितकल्पोऽयं प्रत्यर्थिगजकेसरी व्यासतीर्थ गुरुर्भूयादस्मदिष्टार्थसिद्धये सत्याभिज्ञकराब्जोत्तान् पंचाशद्वर्ष पूजकान् सत्यप्रमोद तीर्थार्यान् नौमि न्याय सुधारतान् when emotions are flooded in the mind and heart, it is very difficult which gate to open. So this is the situation. One side Chaturmasya program, another side I am in the lotus feet. We are at the lotus feet of Swami G. We are standing here. And then gate Pandits here. And then aspirants here. See whether should I address aspirant first, or should I address the Pandits? Should I tell what Udyoga Pramoda is doing and how we should link all these is running in mind simultaneously. But still, I would like to start with what is an aspirant and what should do to get a job or to get a udyoga. Before jumping into the subject first, I would like to take ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ. I would like to take one shloka. ಬುದ್ಧಿರ್ಬಲಂ ಯಶೋಧೈರ್ಯಂ ನಿರ್ಭಯತ್ವಂ ಅರೋಗತಾಃ ಅಜಾಡ್ಯಂ ವಾಕ್ಪಟುತ್ವಂಚ ಹನುಮತ್ ಸ್ಮರಣಾತ್ ಭವೇತ್. I am trying to tell my story through this shloka. So, for an aspirant, what is that required? Whatever this shloka depicts, all those kind of things, if they are there with an aspirant, 100% nobody can stop you getting the wonderful job in your life. That is the point number one. I'll just dissect. I just do the post-mortem of this shloka, dissect of this shloka. Buddhi. What is the English word of buddhi? Is it knowledge? Is it knowledge? What is the buddhi? Is it intelligence? Is it intellect? Is it wisdom? Okay, so there are, buddhi is the combination of all these. First one is buddhi. Second one is bala. What is bala? Power. You have to have a power. Courage. Yashaha. What is yashaha? Glory, honor, fame, success, right? These are yashaha. Dhairyam, courage, brave, emotional strength, a vital quality of an ideal person. Nirbhayatvam, what is that? Fearlessness, no fear. Arogataha, state of the health. Arogyam, health. Ajadyam, ajadyam means lazilessness. Somebody will be lazy. It is the opposite word of the lazy. Lazilessness. Vakpatutvancha, oratory skills. Speaking, proper speaking. Hanumat smaranat bhavet, the last sentence. So your knowledge, your success, your glory, your oratory skill, your courage, your health, your job. You see, what is that you want? When all these are available, you can give hundreds of jobs, no need to get jobs. So when it will happen? When you have a chanting of Vayustuti or Sumadhva Vijaya every day. Hanumat Smaranat Bhavet. Is it, you see, it's not I am telling. It's not I am telling, it is said. Everybody, all Panditas says this. So one of my success, which I am telling you, is I think I do not remember a day without Vayustuti, I took a food on that day. Let me be in Japan, let me be in Korea, let me be in US, let me be in Poland, let me be in Europe, any country. So whatsoever the time may be, I don't know anything. Early in the morning, whatever the time may be, whatever the nakshatra may be, Shubha nakshatra, Shubha krane, Shubha yoge, Evanguna visheshana. I'll do Sandhavandana. First thing which I do is Vayustuti. Without Vayustuti, I cannot. I am not a good scientist. I am not a good scientist. I am not a very excited, knowledgeable man. But what saved me is only Vayustuti. First thing, foremost and first thing, which I tell to all my aspirants here is, please, 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 rest of the things you keep it, job will come onto your feet. I am telling you, job will come onto your feet if you start chanting the Vayustuti and the Sumadhva Vijaya. I'll tell you, I am from a remote area near Kustigi in Raichur district. I did not know what is train till my 11th. First time I saw the train when I completed my 10th standard, and then teachers used to define the train will be like hundreds of bus connected to each other. You can do everything there. You will get food. That is the kind of thing. You know how blessed you people are? The poverty line, we used to get girda bhakri on 4 day, once in 4 day. Once I get a sweet potato, 4 days, my house lived with sweet potato only for 4 days. One sweet potato. I think, do you have that kind of problems? You don't have that kind of problems. What is the problem with you? Everything is available. You are so blessed. At that time, no information, no bus, no transportation, right? No communication, no phones, no TV, no television. We didn't know what happened in the next village. Now everything is available within your fingertips. Anything you ask it, that is available with you, right? So if that is the thing, when a person like that can reach this stage, become a CEO of the company, handling 500 scientists, then you people are much, much, much talented. Hence, first keep this self-confidence. I am telling you, keep this self-confidence. IT, pharma, non-pharma, all that, keep it apart. The first keep the self-confidence and then start doing it. After my 10th, when I came, I studied in Kannada media. I did not know my English. Today also, my kids laugh at my English. When I speak English, my kid laugh, Papa, it is not like that. Okay, we have studied in Kannada medium throughout, but when I come to 11th standard, no, I was unable to understand what is being taught in the college. It was a blackboard to me. I used to write the dictation, they used to dictate in English, I used to write in Kannada. Chemistry, physics, everything I used to write in Kannada. Whole night I sit and translate that to the real English. Eyes, ICE eyes, EYES eyes. In chemistry class and biology class, when EYES and ICE, I used to know what is that, whether it is this eyes or that eyes, whom to ask. So that is the kind of thing. In spite of that, I was the topper in 12th standard. Nobody could break my record till date in Vijayanagar College Hospital on my chemistry record. Because whole periodic table, when I can learn 108 these stotras or shlokas, Vishnu Sahasranama, and very tough Vayustuti, why can't I learn the named reactions in chemistry? Aldehyde, milito, veto, alpha, bromo, ester, zinco, right? Vadanti, manic namna, create, vadantilo. I have written all those reactions, I have written, translated with one of my Sanskrit friend. So once I remember, aldehyde, milito, veto, alpha, bromo, ester, zinco. So I remembered whole chapter. Whole chapter I used to translate, I used to write 10, 15 pages of the named reactions on the answer paper. This is the importance of being Brahmin, being Madhva, being practiced shloka every day. Therefore, I am requesting you, please chant every day. Every day you chant, you start telling the Vayustuti and start reading the Sumadhvijaya. Then after my BSc, I went to MSc, I came to Gulbarga, and then I was a gold medalist. I asked my father, please come, let us go for, no, I don't come. What is that? He didn't even show the interest. No, Malakheda is there, we'll go to Malakheda. Then I made them ready, I brought them, and then after gold medalist, I'm telling why I'm coming to your place now. So I was a gold medalist, I went to Bangalore. The days were not even able to see the rice, one meal a day. I was struggling. KR Market, you know, I was sitting before the Vitthal Malla Research Institute. I went and he proved that you don't know anything. He proved me that you don't know anything. You read well and then come back. I was sitting there on the bridge and then I was crying. What I did, BSc I did, MSc I did, I was a gold medalist. I am struggling to get a job. And nothing was there at that time, not even a single. I used to travel in buses without money, without tickets in Bangalore. So somehow I got into Vijaya College there. Then I qualified NET. Nobody knows that there is a UPSC, IPSC Public Service Commission. I'm telling you, when I remember that it's extempo speak. When Public Service Commission, any one of you trying for the Public Service Commission here, IPSCs, IAS? No. So now there was a question, what you do when you realize or when you learn that within 7 days you are going to die. 3 times this question has been asked for 3 aspirants in the IAS question. I was instantaneously, I know this question. You know what that answer is? When Parikshit Raja in Bhagavata realized that for insulting a rishi, he realized, he given a shapa that within 7 days he will bite a snake and then he will die. What he did 7 days? It was very simple. Just 7 days I will do Bhagavata Sapta and the last day I go. This is what Bhagavata says. I think there is no powerful answer than this for that question. But I'll meet friend, I'll go there, I'll eat whatever I want, that kind of thing. So these are second one. One day, Khatvanga. There is a Khatvanga. I think in that only it comes. There may be mistake in the name. He within 1 day, Ajamila, 1 kshana, he said Narayana and died. So my ultimate, the answer or the communication to you is, don't worry. There are so many things, so many interviews happened in the past from Veda's day that first IAS question, answer has been happened in Dwapara Yuga. Coming to IT, 3-4 minutes. Coming to IT industry, there are 3-4 major industry. One is pharma, the top one is IT, of course. Second one is pharma. Third one is automobile. Fourth one is textile, mining, agriculture. There is a big list. There is a big list. So, देखो pharma sector, automobile sector, agriculture, mining, fishing, forestry, education sector, finance sector, transportation, food sector, then communication sector, construction sector, public administration, packaging and transportation. You see, in pharma, though I do pharma manufacturing, there is an IT department, there is an SCM department, there is a planning department, there is a business development department. Everywhere, IT is the one which connects everyone. Without IT, we cannot do anything. For example, last one I'll tell you, the drug discovery program. Any medicine we invent, the drug discovery program starts and it consumes more than $3 billion. You know how much $3 billion? It's more than 27,000 crores in Indian rupees. It requires $3 billion. And more than 20,000 people work for 15 years continuously, 20,000 scientists. Now, with the AI and ML in that place, probably we can bring it down to 10 years. Where instead of 20,000, we can make it a 15,000. But IT is playing a role over there. The innumerable data, thousands of pages data, which analyzes, gives you, so that whatever we used to take years together to analyze the data, within a day, within half day, you will get that kind of data. So that is the importance of the IT. So when I heard of UDYOGA PRAMODA, I was needing, today also I need more than 100 MSc organic chemistry. I did not get one. I did not get one. So what to do? So, I'm trying to reach out to the people. So there is more IT people. I request all the parents also. In the initial day, I said that parents, that please motivate your people to take the theoretical science like physics, organic chemistry, analytical chemistry. The future day is not going to be IT. In the pharma, we are going to get thousands of jobs. I think in the next 3 years, I am going to hire 1,000 scientists who are MSc chemistry and PhD organic chemistry, MSc analytical chemistry. So wherein there is a small IT department, out of 1,000 chemists, there may be a 5 or 6 IT people, and there are 8 and 10 MBA people. Like that, there will be IT people too, but life is not only IT, there is a life beyond IT. That's what I want to conclude. If you have any questions, I'll take any questions, any kind of questions that may be related to job, not related to job, related to career, related to your aspirations. If you want to do something, I have 20 PhD students. So out of 20 PhD students, 5 are R&D heads, 3 are MDs, 1 is CEO. They earn Elan head you take, MSN head you take, R&D, the Dr. Heads you take, all the R&D heads are my students. So I can guide you people if you really come with an MSc organic chemistry or analytical chemistry or physical chemistry, I can definitely make your life. Don't worry, your future is brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Vijay Vittal sir. One thing that I did not mention before I called him was he has more than 90 plus publications and 100 plus patents on his name. Can we have a round of applause for him for highlighting that there is career beyond IT, there is life beyond IT. Thank you so much, sir. Not just that, how important it is to chant our mantras, Vishnu Sahasranama, Vayustuti every day, whatever we are eligible to chant, and how far that will take. This is the real motivation that we are going to take from this session. Along with that, this is the kind of aspiration that we need to take with these speakers that we have. We have Vijay Vittal sir available as one of our mentors. If you haven't registered yet, please go ahead and register on udyogapramoda.org. And if you are into pharmaceutical field, he is ready with offer letters. Unfortunately, we do not have people who are in that field. He has more than 100 plus people that he can hire. Going ahead, we spoke about Vishnu Sahasranama, we spoke about Vayustuti, we spoke about how important to have that sort of inspiration in our life. We have one of the speakers that I mentioned who has flown from Bangalore, who has not just read or chanted this, but has undergone a Shastra Dhyayana under Pandita Puja P.S. Sheshagiri Acharya, who was one of the first disciples of Puja Pejavar Swamiji Sri Vishveshatirtha. He has undergone Nyaya Sudha Vyasatraya under him. He has deeply read Nyaya, Vyakarana and Vedanta. He is a PhD and he is a professor in IISc Bangalore. His PhD is into temporal data analysis. He's associated with multiple startups. Along with that, he has his own startup. Let me welcome Dr. Pratosh on the dais. This is the dais that we have, with a huge round of applause. One moment. We have the Slido on. After this, we will have a panel discussion. So if you have any questions, you just need to scan the QR that we will present. But we will try to address as much as we can. Over to you, sir.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्पृष्टदोषगन्धाय कल्याणगुणसिन्धवे नमो नमो भक्तमुक्तिदायिने शेषशायिने श्रीमदानन्दतीर्थार्य पादपङ्कजरेणवः पवित्रयन्तु मां नित्यं पापपाटनपण्डिताः मिथ्यासिद्धान्तदुर्ध्वान्तविध्वंसनविचक्षणः जयतीर्थाख्यचरणिर्भासतां नो हृदम्बरे यो व्यासमुनिदावाग्निः सच्चास्त्रमृता सह ददाह कुमतारण्यं प्रकाशाय तमाश्रहे आपादमौलिपर्यन्तं गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति च मनोरथाः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. Before I begin, I'd like to offer my Sashtanga Pranamas to Pujya Swamigalu, who will be here. And I thank the Udyoga Pramoda team for having me here. So I was thinking, what should I talk about today? So there is something that has been bothering me for a while now, which might be bothering many of you here, that we have AI today here. So I practice artificial intelligence that's my day job. That's what I do, that's my profession. I do research in artificial intelligence. And I'm sure all of you might have used AI tools on a daily basis, right? It's pretty scary, isn't it? I'll tell you two things. Do you know which one is the toughest exam in the world right now? You might think that it is JEE, right? IIT JEE. it is one of the toughest exams, and there is one that is tougher than that, okay? It's called the International Mathematics Olympiad. It's called IMO. So AI got gold medal in IMO, okay? So, which means that AI is able to clear or top the most toughest exam that the human race has come up with. See, not only that, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ವಿದ್ವಾಂಸರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನ್ಯಾಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ ಪರಿಷ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು AI ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡುತ್ತದು. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಬಳಸಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ನಿರುಕ್ತಿ ಪರಿಷ್ಕಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So what I'm saying is, in our Vedanta field, right, the toughest stream is considered to be the Nyaya stream or the Tarka stream. And there are grantha, there are works by name Hitvabha, Samanya Nirukti and all that, which are extremely difficult to comprehend, okay? And if you ask questions to Gemini about Samanya Nirukti Parishkara, it will answer you, and I have proof for it. I mean, I do it because I teach Samanya Nirukti to a few students, and that's why I know what I'm talking about. So now AI is clearing IMO. It is giving answers to questions in Samanya Nirukti. Now what has happened? From one direction, it is scary because if AI can do so much that human beings can do, then what would human beings do going forward? That's one question. The other question, which is more philosophical in nature to me, is that we say that Chaitanya is, or Jnana is Chetana Matra Dharma. What has happened to our philosophy? Okay? So I thought I would share with you a few thoughts that I have in both of these directions. Where what do we have to do about this so-called threat that we have because of AI? So all of you know this, right? People who are in IT, etc., all of you know that it writes codes better than most of us. It debugs, it creates test cases, right? It even does product level architecture engineering today. So what is left to us? And at this end, if it can answer questions in Samanya Nirukti, yen madbek now? Now, this is a question that has been bothering me as a student of science and philosophy for quite some time now, okay? And these are some of my observations. But, before we think of what could be possible answers, here are my observations, okay? Now, if you think about what happened during the Industrial Revolution that happened in 1560, before that happened, people with a lot of muscular power were given a lot of importance because, you could move things around, lift hard objects and so on. Come machines, all those people went out of job. Right? In fact, historically, there were a group of people who were just going and hitting all the machines and destroying them. These are whatever, right? I mean, demonic because they are taking our jobs. Now, from 15th century to 21st century, we thought we are special as human beings because we can think. Machines can't think, but we can think. Now we are standing at a juncture where machines have started thinking. And they are thinking 100x better than we do. Now think about it. If I were an employer, I want to employ somebody. Now, why would I employ a human being that always complains to me that the job is not good, that always complains that, I want more pay, that always complains that, I want a pay rise and, I'm tired and so on, while I can have one AI that would do the job of 100 people. See, I run a company and I know this. I don't hire people because machines can do much better than people. You ask the machine the same question 100 times. Once-sariku bejar madkondu nammun bayalla. Bere uttara kodutte 100 salaku. Right? Who wouldn't want an employee of that sort where you can you ask the AI to write codes in 100 different ways. It writes without any without any complaint, isn't it? Isn't it better? Now tell me, why should somebody hire human beings? So now as a human race itself, we are standing, I mean, this is pretty serious. I mean, this might sound like fear mongering. I will tell you what my thoughts are in a while. But this is very, very, very true. And it is happening today. People don't realize what is the impact of what is happening today, but it is happening today and it's extraordinarily difficult. Okay? So now a lot of jobs where people were writing codes, writing articles, all of them are, I mean, I use AI on a daily basis, right? I mean, there are so many things that you can do. So now the question is, what do we do about it? We are no longer special because we can think. Thinking is hijacked. And thinking is done much better than we do. Now what? Now to sort of answer this, right? I mean, see, think about it. The previous speaker said that you need to chant Vaishtuti and all that. Remember that all of us here are Vaishnavas and we call our gurus, at least the Srimad Acharya, as Sarvajñar, right? Which means that he should be knowing everything. Whatever is there in Shastra should not contradict today's observation or any day's observation for that matter. Now you will be very surprised to know this. The Nayayikas that I talked of, right? I mean the Tarkikas, when they define a jiva or a chetana, do you know how they define them? They define them as jnanadhikarana, jnanadhikaranam atma. So what does this jnanadhikarana means? The one who holds jnana. You understand? The container of jnana is called chetana. We don't agree with that. Srimad Acharya does not agree with that. So we do not call jnanadhikarana as atma.
हेलो श्री श्री सत्यात्म तीर्थ स्वामी महाराज की जय श्री राम.
The moment that we were waiting for all these months and all these minutes have come in live now. We have Puja Swami G over here to bless us. We welcome you, Swami G. It is such an honor, such a privilege to have you here. There is this vakya in Telugu, Hanumantudu mundu kuppigantalu ani. So if we ever go wrong here in a little, we are asking you for your forgiveness right away. And I would request all of you to please be seated. As we will continue with this program, I would request Dr. Pratosh to come back. Since Swamiji has come, you can take a couple of more minutes to summarize what you have already spoken and then continue with, so that we can build some context to what the event is happening. Swamiji, so far we have just taken through them on the journey of Udyoga Pramoda. Why did we start it? How you have been blessing us? How all the acharyas and Mathadhikaris of Hyderabad have been blessing us. Along with that, we had Vijay Vittal sir, who spoke about careers beyond IT, because people are thinking that Udyoga Pramoda is helping only IT people. At the same time, there is a tension in everyone that if I am not an engineer, there is no career. So Dr. Vijay Vittal spoke about it. And now Dr. Pratosh, who has come from Bangalore all the way only to talk to our aspirants, is talking about how ancient Veda Vidya will help us in today's world. He will talk for a couple of minutes to summarize, and then he'll continue, and then we will proceed along. Thank you.
Mamedam Sukritam manye yat Swamipadaha mama bhashana samaye agataha iti tesham pranidati samarpya aham bhashanam karomi. Tavi barokina modalu ಈ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದು ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು No, I'll talk in English. This is just for 30 seconds and then I'll talk to you.
Sorry, I do not understand.
No, I'll talk in Kannada and then ಇದು ಬರೀ ಉದ್ಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೆ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ತಾವು ಬರೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯವಾಗಿ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಜಡ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಅಂತ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತನೋ ಚೇತನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿ ಕಷ್ಟದಾದ ಒಂದು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಅಂತಿದೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಯಾಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶಗಳು ಬಂದು ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಲ್ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ IMOದು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ AI ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಡಲನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಉತ್ತರವನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಬರೀ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪ್ರಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಯಶಃ ಯಾರೂ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೆ AI ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪರಿಚಯ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ನಿರುಕ್ತಿಯ ಪರಿಷ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ವಿಗ್ರಹವಾಕ್ಯ ಸಹಿತವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಎಂದಾದರೂ ತಮಗೆ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಯಾರು ಇವಾಗ ಉದ್ಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಏನನ್ಸಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು AI 100 ಜನ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಏಕದಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಆದಾಗ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅದು ತುಂಬ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ತುಂಬ ಸತ್ಯ ಇವತ್ತು ಇರೋವಂಥ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದು. ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಸಂಬಳ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಏನೋ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ 1000 ಸಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ 100 ಪಟ್ಟು 200 ಪಟ್ಟು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮನುಷ್ಯರನ್ನು ಯಾತಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಮನುಷ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬ ತುಂಬ ರಿಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಆದ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿ. So, is Kannada better or English?
English better because we have Telugu people.
Okay, no problem. English is fine. So now, here is the real question. As I said, there are 2 angles to this question. The first angle is about employability and so on, right? The second angle is, what happened to all the definitions that we had about Chaitanya and all that, right? So we say that only Jnana Ichcha Kriya is only Chetana Dharma. So now this is displaying some Jnana. So what is happening to the definition of Chaitanya that we have? So as I said, this question. The first angle is that of employability, which is not very important in my opinion. The second angle is philosophical, which is extraordinarily difficult question, and ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದ ದಿಗ್ನಾಗಾದಿಗಳವರು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಿರಾಕರಣೆ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿಕಲ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಪಾಂಡರಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ವೈಲ್ ನೌ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಸೆಡ್, ಐ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೈ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ದಟ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್. Now, if you think about Nayayikas, right, who were one of the old Indian thinkers, they defined Chetana as Jnanadhikarana. Jnanadhikaranam Atma. So they defined Chaitana as something or somebody who is a container of Jnana, who holds Jnana. Okay? Now, as Vedantins, Srimad does not agree with this definition. So for us, Jnanadhikarana is not Atma. Okay? In one of his works called Vishuddhatvarinaya, Srimad Acharya says that ahamityeva yo vedyah sajiva iti kirtitah. Sadukhi sasukhi chaiva sapatram bandhamokshayoho. This is the definition. So what does this mean? This says that it is not the jnana that is the characteristic of Chaitana. It is the jnana of jnana, which we call as anuvyavasaya, the meta level knowledge. Now what does this mean? AI knows, but it does not know that it knows. If you can understand what I am saying, AI ಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೆ, ತನಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಮಧ್ವ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದು ಚೇತನ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವರೂಪಭೂತವಾಗಿ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯ. ಜ್ಞಾನ ಚೇತನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮನೋವೃತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಜಡಕ್ಕೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಂಗೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಏನು ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞರು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೂ ವಿರೋಧ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ AI ಇಂದ. I will tell you some other very important thing. That might be an interesting thing for a lot of you. There is a very famous anthropologist by name Yuval Harari. He has a book by name Sapiens. ಅವನು ತುಂಬ ಡಾರ್ವಿನಿಸಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಳೋನು, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ pioneer in anthropology. Okay, so ask him a question. What is the definition of what is it to be human? He asked. You know what his answer was? His answer was, it is to suffer is to be human. What does this mean? This means that ಸುಖದುಃಖಾಶ್ರಯತ್ವಂ ಲಕ್ಷಣಂ ಉಕ್ತಂ ಭವತಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತನ್ನೋದು ಚೇತನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತನ್ನೋದು ಚೇತನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಧರ್ಮ. ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋ ದಟ್ ವಿ ನೋ. ಇದನ್ನು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುವ್ಯವಸಾಯ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಈ ಜಡಕ್ಕೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳ ಅಂತಿಮವಾದ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಶ್ರೀಮದಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದುಃಖಂ ಇತರತ್ ಸರ್ವಂ ಜೀವ ಏವತ್ತು ದುಃಖಿನಃ ಅಂತ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಈ ಸರ್ವಶಬ್ದ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಇರದೇ ಜಡ, ಟೀಕಾಕೃತ್ಪಾದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯ. ಇರದೇ 3 ಪದಾರ್ಥ, ಅದುಃಖಂ ಇತರತ್ ಸರ್ವಶಬ್ದವನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ? ಇವಾಗ ನನಗೊಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೃತ್ಯ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ವ್ಯವಚ್ಛೇದ್ಯ ಕೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿಕ್ತು, AI. ಇತರತ್ ಸರ್ವಂ ದುಃಖಂ ಜೀವ ಏವತ್ತು ದುಃಖಿನಃ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯವಚ್ಛೇದ್ಯ ಕೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಸಿಕ್ತಿವತ್ತು, ಜ್ಞಾನವತ್ತು ಅಥವಾ ಜ್ಞಾನ ರೂಪ, ಸುಖ ದುಃಖಾದಿವತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರ ಪ್ರಮಾಣವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಶಬ್ದ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೃತ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಸಿ ತೇಷಾಂ ದುಃಖ ಪ್ರಹಾಣಾಯ ಶುಚಿರೇಷ ಪ್ರವರ್ತತೆ. ದಿ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಆಂಬಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ goal of Shruti and all Veda, Itihasa, Purana, everything is to make self, which is the Jiva, divide of all this dukkha. That is why Anyatha Rupam Swarupena Vyavasthitihi. So a lot of people think that Mukti or Moksha is attaining something, no, or having something. If you look at the definition that is given in Bhagavata, Muktihi Hitva Anyatha Rupam Swarupena Vyavasthitihi, it is getting rid of everything that you are not. That is the definition of moksha. So entire Shastra's ultimate goal is moksha, which is Sukha Rupa. Okay. Now, why is this significant is for the following reason, that while AI has come, while it is a real threat to job seekers, I see that as a blessing. I'll tell you why. Today is the day when everything that is not human should go away. See, we were having too much ego about our intelligence. We thought that we are great because we are intelligent, isn't it? Shastras never said somebody who is intelligent is great. Shastra said somebody who is a Virakta, somebody who is a Vishnu Bhakta is great. Right? So now intelligence is not something that is to be proud of. I was giving you the example of industrial revolution that happened, right? Before 15th century, anybody who could lift 100 kgs was considered to be a great man, isn't it? Today, if somebody lifts 100 kgs, nobody cares because I'll have 10 machines doing the same job. Why do I want you? A similar moment is happening to intellect today. Okay? Where being intelligent, getting marks or getting this rank, that rank has no meaning. See, that is why greatest of the Nayayikas who are so intelligent are not, we never, we say shlokas of all our jnanigalu, but never say a shloka of Gadadhara Bhattacharya. Why? Even though we study Upajivyate, tathapi ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಅಂತನ್ನೋದು ಅಥವಾ ವೃತ್ತಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂತನ್ನೋದು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗುಣ ಅಲ್ಲವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ದಿ ಆಸ್ಪಿರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಇನ್ 2 minutes. So what I am trying to tell all you aspirants is, please do not chase the metrics that were there so far. Your marks doesn't matter. Your degree certificates doesn't matter. Okay? Your ability to code doesn't matter anymore. Okay? So now, then what matters? Which college do you go to? Doesn't matter. So now what matters? So if you say that, oh, I went to this college, see, I teach at IIT. Right? So I've seen, I know what is happening around, and nobody cares what college you go to anymore. It's done. Done are those days. I think for good. What matters is your ability to be a human being. You understand? So what does it mean to be a human being? Ahimsa, titiksha, all these shastriya gunas that people say, caring for the other person. Okay? Thinking about others good, an AI or a machine will never work for societal good. It will not work for 100 people coming together. It will not care for somebody else. It will not care for a Vaishnava. So, try asking this question. Given that there is a machine that is 100 times more intelligent than you, what value can you bring into an organization or a society? Okay? So this is a question that you should ask yourself. I don't know exact answers right now, but I know a Shastriya answer. Right? So what is it to be a human? As the previous speaker was saying, be a good Vaishnava. Right? So ultimately, the Srihari, the Parampara Gurus and the Sakshat Guru that we have are the ones who save us. Okay, so if you want to know what is that I need to do for a job, etc., you can always email me. Google my name, you will find, I will tell you answers. But as Prahlad Raja says, right, Vanangato yad dharimashrayita. I mean, that's not a vacho yukti, that is reality. Right? So the only thing is completely surrender you to Gurus and Srihari. He'll take care of you. Okay? So if you want suggestions on AI, etc., everything, this is not the forum. You write an email to me, we will discuss. So with that, I will offer my pravachanas to lotus feet of Swami G and his Antaryami Srihari. Mat prerakena harina ya puja swasyakarita vagyagnya rupa lakshmidha taya prinatu keshava. Shri Krishna arpanam.
Thank you, Dr. Pratosh. We understand for a few of them it might be a little technical, and there is a reason why we called him. We just don't want UDYOGA Pramoda to be a platform where it is securing jobs and all of that, but also how are we trying to put them into the Shastra Adhyayana? How are we aspiring them towards that side of life? We spoke, when Vijay Vittal sir spoke, he spoke about Vayustuti, Vishnu Sahasranama. They are all basics. How do we get to advance? Guest that we have. The very yesterday I was seeing his WhatsApp status, and he had trained a few students of his on Bhedot Jivana, and he had offered that to Pejawar Swami Ji. Thank you for coming all the way from Bangalore and gracing this occasion. We spoke about careers beyond IT, we spoke about the AI and all. You might be wondering, why should I only take jobs? Why can't I create jobs? Are you wondering that? Yes? You can raise your hands for that. We have one of our guests who is a unicorn founder. Again, I'm reading this because, I don't want to get wrong. By the way, I'll be the villain of the day because I would be pushing speakers to finish it early because we have to respect time, especially Swamiji's time. So, apologies to all the speakers for pushing that. The entrepreneur, he's an investor. He's associated with Fortune 500 companies. He is listed by Forbes as a top social media influencer. He is an alumnus of Harvard Business School. He's a TEDx speaker, and he has advised 3 presidents and 2 prime ministers around the world. He sits with the board of directors and with the CEOs all the time. His newsletter that he writes goes to all the CEOs across the world. Today he is with us. It's an honor for us, sir. Thank you for coming. And he will take us through his journey and how you can create jobs for 12 minutes. And then we will quickly go to the panel discussion and then with the next set of events. I did not mention the name, right? Like I said, I might fumble a little for the reason that we have Swamiji, and I'm a little nervous. I might not show up, but let me admit that. He is none other than Dr. Raghavendra Honsigi.
Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om. I think I don't need 12 minutes, I just need 5 seconds. My mom told me, Swami Galning note bitter aaytappa, you are set, your life is set. So I can go back and sit now. So last 2 days I have been thinking, what will I speak? I have been preparing for the speech. And I have SoftBank and few others are my investors, some of the largest banks on the planet. So my partner and my investor is John. ಅವನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ puzzled ಆಗಿ he was asking me, Raghav, where are you going to speak ಅಂತ. I said, it is the feeling of a kid who will in front of his mother and his father. So it was that kind of feeling. He told me, you spoke at World Economic Forum, you spoke in United Nations in front of 150 countries, you spoke at TED, why are you still nervous? I said, all of that is on one side, and this experience is 100x of that. So once again, with bowing to the lotus feet of Swami G, I'm here to address our youth on how do we build a unicorn. For those of you, unicorn andre ಏನು ಅಂತ definition andre, the company that has made more than 8,000 crores in the revenues and valuation. So that is what unicorn is. And by the grace of God, this is the third startup that I have built, 3 successful exits. So always ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದರೆ, when you Google my name, when you look at my interviews, people always hype about where I studied and what I did, and the esteemed speaker just now was telling the pedigree and where you come from and all of that. Please don't go by the media hype. I'll tell you the real story here today. When I completed my 12th standard, I come from a place called Gulbarga in North Karnataka. My engineering ranking was like a telephone number. So my parents thought, nothing is going to happen. Swami G back then was in Malakhed. So my father said, let's wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, do Padayatra to Malakhed, maybe something good will happen with your life. And we did the Padayatra that day, reached Matha. Swami Ji gave us Phalamantrakshati that day, and then I got my engineering seat in information science. That is how my career started. So while we built Unicorn, we built, so today I'm a co-founder of that company. I also sit on boards of a lot of public listed companies in NASDAQ, in Bombay Stock Exchange, in Hong Kong, and I also advise a lot of unicorns and funds. I also run my own family fund. We invest in AI. We are a case study of what the esteemed speaker was telling. We have scaled down from 400 to 30 people. All my work is done by machines. So I wanted to talk about 10 things that each one of us should do when we want to build and scale large company. Like I said, I'm very nervous. So I made notes on what I want to talk so that I don't miss out on examples. The first thing we all need to break is we need to break the myth that you're Brahmanari, business ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಹೋಗಿ ನೌಕರಿ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, you're good at doing work. How many of you have heard this sentence? How many of you have, right? We all have heard it. We all have heard saying, oh, మీరు బాపనోళ్ళు కదయా, మీరు పూజలు చేసుకోవాలి, మీరు గుడిలో ఉండాలి, మీరు బిజినెస్లు ఎందుకు చేస్తారు? Please don't believe that. It is a myth. I am the finest businessman that can ever exist will be Brahmins. I'll tell you the difference. I'll tell you the difference because of the position and because of everything we have created. We have the good fortune to hang out with Noel Harari. We hosted him. I hosted him on my talk show. We attended the Donald Trump's inaugural dinner. We have some of the brightest CEOs that we hang out with. There is this thing in Silicon Valley called Billionaire Boys Club, BBC. I'm part of the Billionaire Boys Club. I'm known as the yellow tattoo man. Everybody says that I apply tattoo and hang around. So I'll tell you, one thing that we all today have that nobody else has is the grace of Swami Ji, the grace of Moola Ramadevaru that lot of us tend to ignore. We don't give weightage to it. Navella ಏನಂತೀವಿ, oh, he has studied in Harvard, oh, ಅವನ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Sir, I'll tell you, I have studied in an engineering college called Khaja Bande Nawaz College of Engineering. Our engineering college ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎತ್ತೋದು ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ we had classes. From there, I was the employee number 4 in Google. I worked in Google, I worked in Infosys, I worked in a couple of companies, built 3 companies, only because of the fact that Navasudeva Bhaktanam Ashubham Vidyate Kvachit. We are all backed by Vasudeva. So nothing can go wrong. All that we have to do is take risks. So one thing that I urge, I was sitting with all our aspirants, is let us build enterprises, let's build companies, let's build bigger stories. I mean, job is the last thing. I mean, you will definitely get job. I mean, getting job is like the last thing, but please take risk. And I'll tell you a very interesting story. Anybody else who take risks, he doesn't have a shelter. Let us say, ನೀವು ನಾವು risk ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು company build ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. succeeds, you will build a unicorn, you will give hundreds and thousands of jobs. If it doesn't succeed, please don't worry. Every city has a matha. You go anywhere, you will get prasada, tirtha prasada. So we don't have to worry. There is nothing that we can lose. So first thing I want to start was by saying, please break the myth. Brahmins can be one of the finest and the best businessmen this world has seen. All we have to do is please take the risk and start building. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is capitalistic mindset. We all come from very humble beginnings. We all come from backgrounds where we have not seen millions and billions and hundreds of millions, right? So when you go into boardroom or when you get into these large scale meetings, you will see people talking 5,000 koti, 10,000 koti, 25,000 koti. I think it takes some time for us to get adjusted, but please trust me, once we get into capitalistic mindset, nobody can beat us. Because for us, like I said again, who is the goddess of all the wealth on this planet? And we pray to them and we have Swami G's blessing. So she is waiting to bless all of us. All we have to do is just shift. You just need to shift, and you wear the capitalistic hat. I'm telling you, we will build the most profitable ventures, that world has seen. The next point that I wanted to talk about is, everybody talks about Godfather. Especially there is this trend in Silicon Valley, right? Who are you backed? Oh, are you backed by SoftBank? Oh, you're backed by Sequoia. Oh, you are part of PayPal Mafia. I'm sure you guys can Google it. PayPal Mafia, all the guys who are founders of PayPal, founder of LinkedIn, who is backing you is a big thing when you talk in Silicon Valley. And when people like that ask me, I mean, there is an interview that I did in an American morning show, CNBC show. ನೀವು Google ಹೋಗಿ Raghavendra Hunasgi Tirumala ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ you will get that video. 2 American journalists were asking me, who is backing you? This was before I had SoftBank and everybody else. They said, who is behind your company? Who is behind your success? I said, I have a very big godfather. They said, who is your godfather? I said, he's a very big man. People believe he is the godfather of universe, but I know that he owns 7 hills and he sits there. And he is my godfather. And this is an interview that went live it's on YouTube. You can please Google it and check it. So we have the Lord of the universe as our father. So he's our godfather. Please believe and know that if somebody comes and tells you, I have Sequoia, I have SoftBank, I have PayPal, I have somebody else, you tell to yourself, boss, I have un sabka baap mera baap hai. So just tell that we have Narayana with us. So that's the third thing that I wanted to tell. The fourth thing I wanted to tell you on what helped me. Please don't look at the Forbes interviews and the TV shows that they write about me. They don't write the real truth, because the world doesn't want to know the real truth. The only thing that you will see is there is this man who appears with, the 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭𝐮𝐫𝐚 on all these shows. But people ask me, how do you stay focused? How do you, so today my startup is worth about $4 billion. So people ask, how do you run a $4 billion company? I tell you, the biggest tool is available only to us. Lot of people don't have access to these tools. What are those tools? Do Sandhya Vandana every day. That will help you stay focused. For me, our startup is into bank. We do about $30 million a day in the banking. Every time I sit on a flight, it is on airplane mode. For me, my personal favorite is Swami G's Venkatachala Mahatmya. It's a 19-episode thing. Please listen to it. Like the same thing, you have Pibata Bhagavatam. You have all the great things that Swami G has said. This tool is not available to others. You just put your earphones in, you sleep on the flight. I sleep through the 14 hours listening to all the discourses. How will it help? You will say, listening to Swami G's Mahabharata, how will it help you? I am telling you, corporate world is nothing less than a war, right? When I am running a bank, there are 4 other competitors. Whatever he told, all the guidance will come to you at the right time, and it will be a phenomenal tool for you. Please do it. Very recently, Swami G did a discourse. Which one is more important? Is it efforts or daiva? And he told beautiful example on why efforts are important, right? Adralli Swami Ji kati ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವನು ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಮಲ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ಹಣ್ಣು ಬೀಳಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. So like our Swami Ji has guided, efforts is very important. Let's all put efforts. Let's all build these credible stories. And I'm telling you, it is not, I am a very, very, probably the most ordinary guy in this room is me, because I have studied in a college that people have not heard of names and all of that. So if I can do just with the Phalamantarakshati I got and with Jayatirtharu Rayar Ashirvada, think what each one of you can build multiple unicorns. It is just that mindset shift that we need, and it will happen. I'm done. Yeah, 2 minutes. So I know that we are running out of time. I just want to quickly conclude. I had written so many points. One last thing that I want to tell is the whole platform UDYOGA PRAMODA is created for giving us a platform. Swami G's vision is how can we help our fellow brothers and sisters? How can we give them opportunity? How can we train them? So each one of you, like he was telling, today you are sitting there, tomorrow you'll be sitting on the other side. Whenever you get to position of power, whenever you get into position of great wealth, please contribute back to our society. Please help 5 more people. Recruit our own people. Train them. Wherever you can help. I was sitting there, I was telling them the best way to reach out to me is on LinkedIn. I get about 150 to 200 messages, but I prioritize those messages based on how many of our people have sent it. Please try to help. If you can't help, connect them to somebody. It is a very close-knit world, and if we are helping each other, trust me, we can build the largest companies on this planet. And India is the next big thing. It's the biggest emerging story. I mean, I'm sure you're all watching media telling you different things. Please don't believe. We are a country of 1 billion people. The spending ability of people here is great. So anything that you will build here will be successful. Because on top of everything you are doing, we have Swamiji's grace. So please do that. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Raghavendra ji, for the blockbuster speech. You know, if we have Swamiji's Anugraha, how far we can go. Indeed, we are all blessed here today, and UDYOGA PRAMODA is the platform that is for us to network, that is for us to connect, that is for us to build our careers and our life. We will move ahead to the panel discussion. Like I said, we have the QR code over there. If you have any questions for the panel, please scan it from your mobile and type in your questions. To conduct this panel, I would like to invite my younger brother, who I have met through UDYOGA PRAMODA, Aditya Shrikant Avaldar. He will be one of the moderators. Along with him, okay, I'll hand it over to him and he will call the next speakers. Okay, you can have your seat. Let me give a brief introduction. He's just 22, 23. He's an entrepreneur. He has built a company for himself already. I saw him for the first time when he was presenting the UDYOGA PRAMODA, what is UDYOGA PRAMODA slide, and I was awestruck with the presentation, and I asked Srinath Achara, who has done this? This is a beautiful work. He was like, Aditya has done. Who is Aditya? You know, I was thinking he was a senior member, you know, maybe 40, 45-year-old. And then I met him, and he is one of the brains behind this conclave as well. So, all over to you, Aditya. We have the QR that will, even when the panel is running, the QR will be coming on the screen. Please scan and then ask the question. Still, we will try to take as much as we can.
Namaskara. I would like to start with presenting my heartful naman at Swamiji's Lotus Feet and also at all the Panditas and elderlies who are here. And I'm honored to get this opportunity to be able to moderate this. UDYOGA PRAMODA team chose me because I was young, not just because of that, because I was the age where everyone can be represented. All the aspirants are of my age, most of them. And I was also in my journey to look for a job. So that's how I think I am here today. So before any delay, I would like to call fellow panelists. Start with Dr. Raghavendra Hunasagi, please. So as high energy person, as you heard him, how he has built unicorns, and especially me trying to build something also, it's a huge inspiration to have him over here. So please. I would also like to request Dr. Pratosh to come. So my startup was in education sector, and we were trying to do something on lines of spirituality. He was someone who I could relate to very easily because I do not know Kannada so well. So I find little difficulty to understand pravachanas, especially about philosophy, Madhva philosophy and all. And hearing to Dr. Pratosh got me a lot of clarity, and it's also I'm honored to have him here. I would like to call our third panelist, Girish Ahankari, who is country's topmost engineers, one of the top AI engineers we have in our country. He works as Executive Vice President in 𝐂𝐴𝐻, and he has been one of the first AI engineers of the country, and he has built a lot of tech. And I also want Suchindra Anna, because he was too generous to call me. I also want him to be there to represent UDYOGA PRAMODA. I want him to also join me because honestly, I'm nervous because this is first time I'm trying to present something in front of Swami G. And I am sure all of us understand, including Panditas. So I need him to help me also to ask a few questions to the panelists alongside me. And I will also take lots of insights from him because he has been volunteering, and he's also, small introduction about Suchindrana. He is leading learning and development senior manager at Eli Lilly, one of the biggest pharmas of the world. And he has trained more than 5,000 people. And today he has been training a lot of aspirants at UDYOGA PRAMODA. He has been with us since day one of UDYOGA PRAMODA, and he knows a lot of insights of how aspirants are, what is the behavior, and what are the challenges and gaps that we can fill. Right. So I welcome everyone once again, panelists. Thank you for being here. And I also welcome everyone. And without any delay, I would like to start with my first question. I want Girish sir to, so as being an AI engineer, I want to understand, so you have been working in 𝐂𝐴 for more than a decade now, and 𝐂𝐴 is one of the leading, biggest AI startup company in India, right? So going back in time, did you ever predict or did you ever realize that AI would be this disruptive in the world that we are seeing? Did you predict this, or it was everything new for you as well, or things happened? So I would like to show some, please, I would like.
Thanks a lot. First of all, my Sashtang Namaskar to my parents, Sri Ramachara Hankari and Sulochana Hankari, because of whom their upbringing that I was able to come until here. I thank my Guru Sri Padmanabhacharya, Jai Ramacharya and Raghavendracharya for being very kind on all of us. Whenever we needed any guidance, I think they have been always with us. So thank you. And thank you UDYOGA PRAMODA team also for considering me here. So I studied MSc in computer science, and my specialization was artificial intelligence in 2000 November. But for almost 18 years, I never worked in AI. I have been working on different technologies, but was never working on AI. But when I joined 𝐂𝐴 also, we started more like a messenger application. And the first assignment, first time our founder Raj Koneru, he came in, he asked me, do you know Android? I said, I never worked on Android. He said, but I want you to lead a team of Android. That product is in chaos, I want you to solve it. I had faced multiple issues, but I don't want to go through that. But what I wanted to say is that I learned Android, and then we launched the product successfully within 3 months. And after that, again Raj came in and said, Girish, AI seems to be really challenging. How confident are you? I want to start an AI team. I said, Raj, I studied this 15 years back, but then the AI then to now, at that time we had to learn Lisp, Prolog and stuff, to now everything has changed. He said, I want to start. And I started as the first member of AI founding team within core.ai, leading to around 30. So the journey has been that learning on the go. As all our gurus keep telling us that we have to keep learning. I think if we get stagnant, I want to be a Java programmer, I want to be a JavaScript programmer, I want to be a web developer, then I think we'll be stagnant and we'll be removed someday. So the journey has to be of a constant learning and constant research. I know this has taken a long time, but I think that was the journey from where I started AI. And within AI in last 10 years, I'm telling you, AI has changed 100 times. What was AI when I started with basic NLP, natural language processing, which was more rule-based, to now to NLP-based, to machine learning-based, to deep neural networks, to now generative AI. I think the transformation has been very, very fast. And what has hit us now with generative AI is what we are going to, I think speakers have already spoken, and then it makes us more and more agile, and we have to keep learning every day. Technology was changing once in 10 years earlier, once in 3 years, few years back. Now technology is changing every day. So you have to get up every morning, finish your Sandhya Vandana, and then start learning what changed overnight. That's the way things have gone. Thank you.
I think it is pretty obvious that we saw a huge disruption just 3-4 years ago with OpenAI coming in, and we also have Dr. Pradosh, who has done a lot of research in AI, LLMs, and now he's also running a AI startup. So Dr. Pradosh, I would want you to throw some light on what startup you're working on, and why did you choose to work in field of AI, or why did you wanted to do a startup, and previous experience as well. You can also highlight previous experience as well.
The question is, why did I do AI?
Yes.
It came pretty naturally to me, because I started studying Nyaya Shastra before I started studying mathematics and AI. So to me, there is actually a nice saying in Nyaya Sudha. So in a very different context, Tikakutpadru says, Yeva Laukikaha Tayeva Vedikaha. So which means the ones that are related to the world are the ones. He talks in the context of Shabdas, that's a different context. But to me, studying science deeply is not very different from studying Vedanta, because Anyarthantu Jaimin here, unless you know what the world is, you cannot know the Mahatmya of Bhagavan, right? So it's very natural. AI particularly is because everything is related to jnana only, right? So now if jnana becomes artificial, I was very curious, how can jnana be artificial? So, see, I did my PhD 15 years back, right? And we were doing AI that time. So then the questions that were asked were very, very different. Honestly, I thought we would never reach this place where we are today 15 years back. But the field has moved very quickly. But the good thing is, in spite of all this, the things that have been said in Shastra remains intact even today, right? So that is something, right? So that which is, in fact, I'll tell you, the concepts that are said in Nyaya Shastra are destroyed by today's AI. I told you, right? Jnanadhikaranam is gone completely. The things that have been said in any other semantic religion are all gone. What stands? So I'm not saying this just for saying it, but whatever has been said in Madhva Shastra, right? It's extremely in line with today's science, and those things have not been broken. So to me, it's very natural. So you asked about the company is serendipitous. So it's yadricha only. See, before coming here, I was teaching at IIT for 4 years. There, a couple of my students came to me and said, we will do a company. Can you guide us, right? So I started blessing them as, I'm playing the role of Dronacharya, right? You know, so being the technology. See, I'm not a business type at all, right? I mean, he was saying the same, I'm that Brahmana who will never go to business, right? But I think, just to add to what you said, while people like you can take a demotion to the next Varna and become good businessmen, so all Varnas need Brahmins who can sit there and, because as you rightly said, we can understand things, but I can't do going and selling, because that's, I mean, I differ with you in that one particular thing, that it is not in our DNA at all. While we can be good advisors, right? It's very, because I was just talking to Acharya before you came. The point is the following, right? While Shastras tell you to be a Virakta, business asks you to be a capitalist. There's a Sakshat Virodha here. You can't be a Virakta and a capitalist at the same time. It just can't happen. It just can't happen, right? So that is why, you know, there is Swadharma, and there are people whose dharma itself is to do that. We can only be at the back and tell them how to do, to align that with dharma. So my startup journey is, I'm the Brahmin behind the startup. Okay. My students who run it, I will just tell them what to do. If it comes yadrichaya, it's okay. That is how my journey is.
That's wonderful. That's pretty obvious, being from a Madhva philosophy where we talk a lot about human cognizance, and also philosophy, psychology is very deeply rooted into our philosophy, and AI is no far from there. So I think it is pretty obvious why. And I totally can relate to your answer.
I have got something to say here, Aditya. It was, let me take a minute to say this. It was one of my dreams to, you know, sit in front of Swami G and have a discussion like this. From my childhood, thankfully, my parents have been very traditional, and, you know, we have been to mathas. There were always Sudha Mangalas and everything that I used to attend. You know, there was goshtis that used to happen, and I used to feel, you know, I'm not eligible to sit there. This panel made it very interesting, because that is what happens during Vakyarthas, right? You know, you are four against, you fight, and then, you know, it goes to Swamiji on the decision. So here, probably one of the Vakyarthas that we are having is, you know, to be a capitalist or, you know, to be on the other side. We will leave it to Swamiji to throw some light when he talks about it. While we speak about entrepreneurship, AI and all, this is a question towards Aditya and Raghavendra. I told that Aditya is an entrepreneur, he had started his venture, but let me also tell you that he was not able to sustain and grow. He was too young maybe to start, and he failed his startup. Now he is working somewhere. What was it to made you to quit your startup and get back into the job? And through your answer, can you throw some question towards Raghavendra Ji, and how do you take that forward?
Thanks for asking the question. Building startup is not an easy thing. I'm sure many of you would know. If don't know, it's a very holistic effort that we have to put, and I'm sure panelists would understand that. For me personally, 3 challenges that I faced in my journey to build startup, where I failed. I would not say failed, but learned a lot. I think knowledge, having understanding of what to do, when to do, how to do, right? And that's the first thing. Second thing, I would say, team is one of the most important aspect and thing of a startup. If you have a good team, you have a good company, you have a good product. And third thing, we had a product. I would say third thing is a product. We built a product that was beyond the timeline. So timing of the product was not right, and we were a little too young to position the product in the right sense. So these were my 3 reasons, or probably things that I learned from. And I'm sure Raghav has also failed or learned a lot of lessons on the way, because challenges keep coming every day, right? But I would also, to the same question what Suchindra now asked, I would also want to add one more question. Because I still want to do something in space of startup. I also want to build something. So if you wanted to start from scratch, what are the 3 sectors that you would choose to start up in? Right, from a investor perspective, from your understanding, please, if you can answer these 2 questions, that will teach
Sure,
a lot
sure.
of people a lot here.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'll definitely answer that, but just going back to what our esteemed panelist was telling. So like I said, I knew I'm going to be amongst many knowledgeable pundits, so I made my language and my preparation very well. I said capitalist mindset. I never said we should be capitalist. Mindset and individuals are different, so that's one thing. Again, coming back to, if you look at any of our, be it religious efforts, be it startups, any of that, right? In Sri Suktam, there is a very powerful saying, Dhanam Agnim, Dhanam Vayu, Dhanam Vasu. It's a life force. So I'm not saying money is the life force, you have to just chase money, but without profits, startups don't see the daylight. Like again, I said, the problem, ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ problem ಏನಂದ್ರೆ sir, they will write a lot about your successful stories. Today when you Google my name, I'm the most cited entrepreneur on internet. People say he's this successful, he's this great, that great. Nobody tells you the amount of overnight success comes from struggles, but what I would like to say is I just differentiate. I don't say anything as success or failure. You will either learn good lessons or you will succeed. One of the 2 things will happen. And those lessons will help you build much better stories. So today, if I have to bet, I mean, like I was mentioning during my introduction also, we run a family fund, we invest in startups. We're very, very clear on 3 areas that we invest. We invest all things AI and data because that's where the world is heading to. We invest heavy on ed tech and health tech because that is the next big revolution where we are seeing. Third thing we want to invest in, where we are very aspirational, is in manufacturing. We see India to emerge as a great manufacturing hub. Today, unfortunately, the world economy is dependent on China. Can AI, can all these sophisticated computing power bring in great manufacturing? That's where we are looking at. Probably those are the areas where, the next hype is going to be.
Okay, I think I will have to keep a good eye on those. I have another question, by the way. So the 3 challenges that I faced holistically conclude to, and ends up being, I mean, I did not find the right mentor, I would say, because mentor can guide a startup, a founder through the journey and can guide a lot.
Aditya, you did not find UDYOGA PRAMODA, not a mentor.
Yeah, exactly. I did not find UDYOGA PRAMODA at that time. Right. So I also want you to highlight how mentor has played role in your career, and how would you see to mentoring our UDYOGA PRAMODA aspirants?
Absolutely. I think it's a given thing. What Swami G has set out for all of us as UDYOGA PRAMODA is a platform that, the new age world calls accelerators, startup enablers and all of that. I think we will be much better than any one of them because the foundation is on dharma. So I'm sure UDYOGA PRAMODA will see tremendous startups coming out and helping. I mean, the role of mentor, I mean, I'm very small, spec to speak about it. Our Shastras have always highlighted the importance of Guru. So having a right mentor in every aspect of your startup is very important. You're building a product, get a right product guy. You want to go raise money, get a right money market guy who will tell you how to raise your pre-series A, Series B. If you are wanting to do a great GTM, go-to-market strategy, find a right mentor there. But beyond all of this, again, remember, you have God sitting with you, the Moola Ramadevaru, the Venkatramana, that will never let you fail. You will only, it is not failure, it is a very time-being thing. You learn more lessons, you will build something better. So I have 3 successful startup exits, but before these 3, I also had 4 failed startup ventures. I don't call them failed ventures, I call them great experiences. So I'm sure, I'm very confident with his blessings, almost everybody who will embark on a journey will end up doing something phenomenal.
Thank you, Raghavendra ji. It's important to fail, right? I had a school teacher who told this to me when I failed my 12th standard, that you're like a rubber ball, that cricket ball, when you throw it, it comes up twice the speed, and that's how you'll cherish. And no one talks about those 4 startups. Everyone does talk about 3 startups. While we talk about mentorship, this question is, to Dr. Pratosh. Anna, you have been into both sides of the world, and one of the reasons why we have you here is, to bridge that gap, or, to talk about both the sides. you have undergone a thorough Shastra Adhyayana, you had a guru to guide you there. How do you think a mentor can help, either, be that materialistically or, into your spiritual life? How a mentor can help, and what has been your experience around this?
I think that it is the Antaryami who has made you ask this question. I get a little emotional because I lost my Guruji 15 days back. And Swami G knows that. So I was just telling him that he had a great Anayasa Marana. He died in Madi. He took his Kupasnanam and then he died. Just 10 minutes before that, he taught the Chaturthadhyaya of Nyaya Sudha to a student, which talks about the Utkramana of Devatas. ಚತುರ್ಥಾಧ್ಯಾಯದ ಉತ್ಕ್ರಮಣದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ದಾಮೋದರ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹುಡುಗ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಸ್ನಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ದೇಹ ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. Okay, so I think there are no accidents, and this is not by accident that he has asked me this question. So my Guruji that I am talking about, whom I miss very, very too much today, is Sri P.S. Sheshgiri Acharya. So I'll tell you what happened. See, I did not study Shastras in a Gurukula. I was going to school, okay? For some reason, he had come to one of the, he happens to be some distant relative of one of my relatives. He had come there. My mother asked him to teach me, okay? He did not teach anybody for a long time. He was more into his research and all that. But Bhagavad Icha, he agreed to teach me, okay? Now, I'll tell you what happened. I was 12 years old when I went there. I did not even know the names of the granthas that I studied. But he taught me the Vyasatraya and Sudha. So this happened for 25 long years. Okay? So I was, when he passed away, I was just thinking how much time have I spent with him. It is more than 25,000 hours that I spent with him. So a lot of you have teachers, adhyapakas, but you will not have a guru like I did. I'll tell you, you will not believe. He knew everything about me. So much so that he knew what kind of food would affect my body in what way. He used to call me every day and ask me, what did you eat today? Nanagenadru tondre adre yen tindi yak hingaytu anta keloru. So he taught me calculus, by the way. He is the one who told me that you will have to go to IISc. I didn't know that something called IISc existed. And he told me that you should become a professor at IISc. And he is the one who taught me Vyasatraya and Sudha. And he is the one who told me that to study all this, you will have to study Nyaya Shastra. I didn't know what Nyaya Shastra was. He told me you will have to study Nyaya Shastra. I asked him, what is Nyaya Shastra? He said, oh, that is one Shastra. Then I started studying Nyaya Shastra. And it took me 10 years. I studied most of the granthas in Nyaya Shastra. He said, you have to study Vyakarana, you have to study Mimamsa. What I am trying to tell you is, it is extremely important to have a personalized Shastriya mentor. So, you will not realize how important it is. I was consulting him, okay, for everything. You won't believe what kind of questions I used to ask him. I used to ask him just everything. I can't, anything personal, anything Shastriya. Now, the thing is, I can't believe that he is anymore. I used to just call him every day. We used to talk for 2 hours. Everything that happened in my life. So the point is, please have a Shastriya mentor in your life. Okay? It's very important because especially for people like us. So while there are people like Prabhuji Swami G who will deliver lectures and all that, but implementing those advices in your day-to-day personalized life is not easy. Because he cannot cater to all of us at once. He will give generic advices, but you need a personalized guru who can translate all the Shastra ideas to your personal life. Nobody understands your personal life. Okay? There will be questions and problems that you cannot discuss with anybody else. So there was my guru whom I used to discuss every single thing of my life. Okay, so there are lots of, thanks to Swami Garu, he has created an army of Shastra Panditas everywhere now. With all honesty, I'm telling you, we are not using the contribution that he had made effectively. Okay, I'll tell you, all of you should have a personal guru, meaning, so today morning you wake up, you get a question, what kind of phone should I buy? Ask your guru. Which jobs, I have 10 options, which kind of job I should take? Ask your guru. Everything. So that is the reason he is creating so many Shastrajñas in the society, because he wants every one of us to have a personalized guru. Okay, it's not easy to find such people. Okay, while it is okay to come have darshana, prasada and all that. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but this is extremely important. So you have to do it, you have to have a guru who would just hold your hand and make you go everywhere. So approach people, approach pandits, okay? Approach vidwansas that are there around your community and try to get that bondage. There are two terms in Shastras, okay? One is called a Vidyarthi, the other is called an Antevasi. To my guru, I was an Antevasi, not a Vidyarthi. There are teachers, there are people who will do pravachana, there are teachers who will teach you. But find a guru who knows you in and out, who knows you completely, who will guide you when you are at doubt. And those guidances should come from Shastra knowledge. So it should not be some random people who will give you Ashastriya advices. That is why one of his biggest motives for creating so many Sudha Pandits here is that all of us will have personalized gurus in our life. One-on-one teachings, who will teach you everything. This is not about some random teaching or some generic teaching. Every single question, what kind of cloth? Do you know that there are dharma restrictions on what kind of cloth one can wear? As Brahmanas, we cannot wear blue clothes, by the way, just for your information, right? And red clothes, etc. So who will tell you all this? And Dharma Shastras tell you, when you do this, what is this called? Bayi mukulsadu anta heltare. What is it called in English? Bayi mukulsadu anta heltivala. What is it called in English? Gargling, yeah. So Shastras will tell you how to do it, where to do it, which direction to do it. And if you do in some other direction, you will incur papa. This is how detailed Shastra is. Who will tell you this? And Shastra is personalized, it is not generic. Okay, Niyoga Bheda, Niyoga Bheda. Every single individual will have a different dharma rules that one should follow. Now, please take advantage of all the great work that he is doing. And I'm sure that in a city like Hyderabad or Bangalore, every single street will have 4 or 5 pandits, thanks to him again.
More than that.
More than that. Use them, go to them. Gurumeva bhigachet samitpani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Go surrender to them, tell them that I want your guidance in life. It is not 1 day, 2 day affair. You find a guru who will guide you for your entire life. So I have been a beneficiary of that. I'm telling you from my experience. Okay? It will help you, it will transform your... So whatever I am today is because of my guru. Okay? So find one like that. Okay. Sorry if I spoke too much. I was a little emotional when you asked me about my guru.
No problem, Anna. Just to build that context, you need to have a mentor, right? We need to, Pratosh spoke about that, you need to have one personalized mentor. Connecting back to UDYOGA Pramoda is a platform. On the Shastras, we have Panditas who are sitting here and, we have area-wise Pandits, but UDYOGA Pramoda, there is a website, you can go ahead, you can click on find your mentor, and then you can set up some time with them. There is one unique thing that I saw, that, one aspirant is trying to get mentorship with multiple people. Not that we don't encourage it, but everyone has their own style of mentorship. So you need to first adapt to one mentor, take some guidance with them. If there is a expertise that is required, that mentor will guide you whom to go. So that is something that you can take away, and that is something that you can start. Along with that, thank you so much for throwing light on the mentors. The next question I would like to ask to Girish Anna. I belovedly call him Girish Anna. He's a EVP of Core.ai, but he's my elder brother. You are an EVP. There are so many people on a senior level that you need to mentor. At the same time, on the junior level that you need to mentor. What are some of the lessons that you as a mentor has learned? And maybe, one or two things that you see that young generations, our aspirants are missing at this point. Before we leave you to answer, we have the QR. Again, we'll have the QR running. Send those questions. We will try to wrap this, our internal questions in another 5 minutes, and then, we will spend around 10 minutes for the next set of questions. While this is happening, we would also request all the aspirants to stay back. We have the results of the hackathon that was conducted yesterday to give you brief, and also to Swami G. Swami Ji, we had around 80 participants who had participated in the hackathon. They have worked on 14 problem statements. They don't know each other. They have come together. We had one mentor assigned from UDYOGA PRAMODA team who were mentoring them to solve that problem. We also have one special jury award for one of the young participants, which I would like to announce it a little later. And we have a few jury members as well who have been in the positions of vice president and entrepreneurs who have been the judges for that. So that results will be announced shortly. All of the participants who have participated in the hackathon will also get certificates. At the same time, all the job aspirants who have got the jobs in the last 6 months will also be blessed by Swamiji. This is just the pre-note that we are conducting. The climax is still pending. Girishan, over to you. To get back, the question was around, he's an AVP and he mentors a lot of senior folks and also the juniors. He is one of the core, important members of UDYOGA PRAMODA as well. So he has mentored quite a lot of aspirants. So he's going to be one of their messengers as well.
Thank you, Suchi. I would take guts to answer this question with the only confidence that if I make any mistake, Sri Gadu is there to forgive me for the mistakes that I would do. See, Karna and Arjuna both were one of the best warriors. It's debatable who was better than whom. But then the difference between these two was one had a great mentor, other did not. Right? That is the importance of a mentor. One, having a mentor is important. Second, having the right mentor is also very, very important. Right? So in the journey of we traveling, we'll find multiple mentors. We'll learn what is good. We unlearn what is bad. We don't have to comment on what was bad from that mentor, but we keep learning and finding a better mentor for us. Both, like Pratosh sir said, Adhyatmika and Laukika mentors. You will find a lot of non-Brahmin Laukika mentors who will teach you how to travel in a right direction. But I would say look for right mentors. And that was the main goal why in UDYOGA PRAMODA we felt that every aspirant should have a mentor, right? And the goal is that this mentor's job is not to be the mentor until the person finds a job. We want that mentor to be a lifelong mentor to the aspirant, right? Before job, post getting the job, and during the life, have that personal connect. If I am supposed to share any personal problem, who better than having someone from our community with whom I can share? Only request from the mentors is please do not judge your aspirants about the questions they ask, but I think that's the most important thing. And for me, I had a lot of personal mentors who have been guiding me both spiritually and in the Laukika. And one thing I love from my young age was mentoring, helping aspirants to learn and get jobs. So that has been my passion, to help people get jobs. And in that journey, I got chance to meet a lot of younger generation, mentor them. And my boss always complains me that your emotional quotient is very high. You are too kind on people. I think that also has helped me connect with a lot of younger generation and help them during their journey. Hope that answers, Suchi, your question.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. While they're speaking, you might be seeing me on multiple tabs or phones. That is to check your questions. At the same time, my organizers are pinging me that, we are running short of time. We will take a few questions from the audience, Aditya, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
we'll
yes,
do that.
Yes. Okay, before I take a question, there is a request for you, Pratoshana. People want you to start a YouTube channel that can teach AI because they are following your mathematics channel. There are some fans for you. This is one of the common questions. I'll leave it to the panel on who can answer this. The summary is there are 4 or 5 questions that are coming on this line. AI is taking away our jobs. How do I make sure that I stay intact in the market? And number 2, there's a very typical question. I'm doing my MBA. I feel like discontinuing because AI is going to take away my job, so I feel demotivated. Third thing is, because of AIs, there are so many layoffs that are happening. Every day in and day out, we are hearing that Microsoft is firing, Google is firing. How do we make sure that we stay intact? So AI and job. I would leave it to the panel on who can take this.
Yeah, I'll probably start that and have both of them add to it. I think, see, as a human race, I think we keep going through this cycle again and again, just that the magnitude is much higher this time and we are personally experiencing. When computers said, people will be redundant. When calculators came, probably when AI has come, people are saying it. There's nothing wrong. I mean, there is an element of truth to it. Everything that can be automated, that has a pattern, that has a certain way of, lot of redundant work and manual will be replaced. There is no two ways about it. It will happen, probably now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now. My own company, we were at 460 employees. Now we are under 100 employees because AI has replaced a lot of these jobs. But please don't be scared because there also is a lot of, a lot of work that has to go in. There has to be a lot of intelligence that has to be built in. Somebody has to also program AI, Somebody also has to do the, monitor what AI is doing. So there are a lot of newer opportunities that are also getting created. I mean, we have 2 very capable mentors here. They will tell you how. But there are hundreds of AI startups that are coming up which did not exist probably a year from now, 6 months from now. So those are the brighter opportunities. And if you are good at that, if you become master at that, like our speaker was telling, it doesn't matter whether you come from the Stanford, Harvard, MIT, Yale. If you are good at this, you're going to rack in millions and you'll probably be on the top of the race. So please don't be scared that AI is here to replace you. AI is doing its own job in kind of automating and hyper automating things, but there are and more opportunities for all of us to bank on.
Yes. Thank you, Raghavendra.
I just want to add
Yes,
one
yes.
point, Suchi. Sorry, Tim. So, again, I'm repeating, but during this entire Udyog Pramoda, what I found was people want to be Java programmers, JavaScript programmers, or Python programmers. That is AI. You are not programmers. You are going to be problem solvers. We want you to be the next generation builders, right? Don't seek jobs, try to create jobs. I think that's something that even I have learned during this journey. And one important transition that is going to help all of us is don't just be a software programmer, but there are thousands of problems there. Build a combination of biotechnology plus AI, chemistry plus AI,
Yep.
mechanical plus AI. So this combination, right, that I think is going to sustain for longer term. So domain expertise plus AI expertise as a combination is going to help us a lot going in future. Finance industry has been first, insurance is next to adopt, but then there are a lot of other industries which are going to adopt AI. So learn even that. So just don't be the programmers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Girishana. That was something that I wanted to highlight, in fact. Also, we during this Chaturmasya, we had sessions and, there were sessions on the AI as well. And there was one session that Girishana took, AI is your friend or enemy. That takes me back to 30 years when computers were just introduced into the banking sector, and a lot of people were asked to quit because they did not make friends with banks. They were asked to either quit or take VRS. And people who made friends with computers became senior managers and all. And my father is one of them, and that's how I don't treat AI as enemy for my job. So that's something that I wanted to add. Next question is let us just move from AI because we don't want to create that phobia around it. This is a very common question again. I want to be a job, I want to be a job giver, but I don't have the avenue right now. There is this confusion that is going around. How do I solve it, or what do I decide to do first? Do you want to take that, sir? No? Oh.
I think very noble thought. The thought itself is very good that we all want to be job givers. There are two ways you do it. One, in your organization, there is a lot of, every organization has a lot of opportunities. Please identify, use platforms like UDYOGA PRAMODA to help your own brothers and sisters from your community to, learn, adapt. And we have resource people here who are training people. So that is one form of doing it. The better and a larger scale of doing it is by being an entrepreneur. And that's what I've been stressing from the very beginning of the session. See how you can create businesses. See how you can create enterprises. See how you can create stories that will solve a very large problem. And when you're solving a problem, you're creating a lot of opportunities. You're creating employment. You're creating jobs. You're doing all of that. Doesn't matter where you're working today. Today you can be working in Infosys, Wipro. You can be working in Tech Mahindra. You can be doing whatever. But always keep an eye on what is that one problem that you can solve. And you can solve really well, like nobody else in the world can solve, and start building around it. And again, we have a platform. There are a lot of investors. Happy to connect you guys to investors who are willing to fund your projects. So the best way is when you become an entrepreneur, when you solve a larger problem, you will create a lot of jobs, and that will give you immense satisfaction.
Thank you. But
I think Sir is trying to mention that AI in manufacturing, pharma manufacturing, has a huge scope of jobs and opportunities that will be creating going ahead. I think we can take one more question.
yes, there are some specific questions related to the domains, which I would try to avoid because they are very one-to-one questions. Again, we would route them through UDYOGA PRAMODA website, and you can talk to your mentors. I think you can go ahead and, meanwhile,
Okay.
all of the questions are all one-to-one.
Okay, all right. So I think so far we have walked through different topics, from how to start a startup, how to reach to unicorn, from how our philosophy is so atomic in nature, and also many other things. And I have few of the most successful folks in our community sitting beside me. And we as a Madhva, we as a Brahmin, have something that we learn a lot in our childhood. For example, from my childhood, I've been, my parents, my grandparents, I've been taught a lot of stories of Bhagavatas, Shastras and all. And one of the shloka that I personally believe, Brahma Sutra, first verse of Brahma Sutra, Om Athato Brahma Jignasa Om. That made me so curious just to start to learn with. And today that is only keeping me more resilient towards whatever I do. And I'm sure some mantra or shloka, or maybe even some aspect in your life would be keeping you alive to do whatever you're doing today, and keeps you up day in and day and night. So I would want to understand from all the panelists quickly, just probably we could take rapid round probably, and
Yeah, just rapid fire in the interest of time.
does it?
I think, this is again an Eastern philosophy, but I don't know how to put it in Sanskrit because I'm not a very scholarly person. There's a saying that I believe whatever happens in our life happens because of God's will, and in God's will lies our highest good. Naham karta harim karta. I think this is like probably the ultimate mantra. If we remember, I think you will keep beating your own records, and I think for me there is no better mantra than this, and this has been my guiding force.
Girish sir.
Sorry. I think I'm one of the least learned person or scholar to talk about this topic. Uh, I'll, I learn both from what I hear, but I also observe. So one, I think I mean very small, not about Vayustuti and others, but one thing I try to do after Gurugala's order was reciting 108 Gayatri Mantra every day during my Sandhya Vandana. So I think that is the minimum that takes 5-10 minutes. So not, I think that's something that we should start. But it's from my personal observation. Whenever I get, I have been working in a startup, and definitely both the parents know what toll it takes on your body, both on mind and body, on working in a startup, trying to build something from zero. And it takes toll on a body, and I have so much fatigue that sometimes I feel either quitting or not going to office. And whenever I feel like that, I remember Swami G giving mudra to all of us without getting tired. And that brings me, feel like I should get up, go to office and work again. If he can sleep at 1, wake up at 4 a.m. without taking any leaves any day, why do I need leaves for working my office? So that is my observation that I learned from my observation. So I think this is what I want to submit for now. Thank you. What keeps me going is the question.
Yeah, exactly.
In my very young days, I happened to look at some Upanishadic texts. If you look at Kathopanishad and Brahadaryaka Upanishad, right, both Nachiketa and Yajnavalkya's wife, Achara says, Api sarvam jeevitam alpameva. Yenaham namritasyam tenaham 𝐂𝐴𝐚𝐚𝐭𝐮𝐫𝐚. Anything that does not contribute to liberation from this bondage of life and death is useless. So what should one do? I mean, Srimad has a very powerful quote in his Swavihita Vritya Bhaktya Bhagavadaradhanameva Paramodhamma. Right? Kuru Bhumshata Karma Nijamya. So, only thing that has been motivating me, I'm actually scared of death and all. Think about it. Everything that we do, every single thing materialistic that we do in this life is going to end abruptly one day. Why put in so much effort in doing something that is of no use, right? The small boy Nachiketa says, Tavaiva Vahaha Tamanutalitam. So Yama lose him, saying that I will give you this, I will give you that. He says, Yenaham Namutasyam, Tenaham 𝐂𝐴𝐚𝐿𝐴. What do I do with things that is going to end? Even if you give me, I tell you a mathematical thing. Suppose you take 10,000 crores, put it, divide that with 1. What is 1 by 10,000 crores? It is 0. Even if you are blessed with a life of 10,000 crore years, it is going to end at one day. So what has been motivating me is this Upanishadic text. Nothing matters other than the things that you do to get you liberated. That's it. So everything that you do has to be oriented towards getting rid of it. We all believe in Shastras. So there is no second thought in it. Right? If you really believe in Shastras, something that you should do, you should put 100% of your effort towards getting yourself liberated from this bondage. That's it.
I think it's a great learning for all our aspirants and all people as well. It is not just important to follow the ritual, but also to understand the essence behind it. And we also have a lot of acharyas who do explanation and all very regularly. So, I mean, it's a great inspiration for us. Being from a professional background, they also have a great understanding of all this, and they are trying to motivate us through this. And these are the formulas that work for them every day with discipline. So I think, Suchana, if you can conclude.
No, we're just wrapping it up. This is something that we tried for the first time in this atmosphere and ambience. If something has gone wrong, we would request Swamiji to forgive us. If something has gone right, again, we would like to offer it in our humble feet again, to your lotus feet again. I would like to thank all our panelists for making time for our aspirants. and spending this time to us. There are so many questions that we haven't answered, but you can come back to us. We will try to address them. Now I would like to request our program manager or program head of Udyoga Pramoda. We call him captain, the captain of the ship, Dr. Srinath Achara, to come up to use the dais, and he would be taking us through the journey of Udyoga Pramoda for some time, and then we will have the next set of events, like I said, the certificates and all of that. Thank you.
Holiness Swami G, to all the respected Panditas, my colleagues, my associates in Udyoga Pramoda, and the aspirants and the general people who have come here to listen to us. I would give you a quick roundup on what Udyoga Pramoda is and why did we do it. We started Udyoga Pramoda, which is seeded in this community with the blessings of Swami G, where we said, let us pick up aspirants who are soliciting some kind of a guidance for them to get placed in their lives and build a career out of it. This was one of the main objectives. The timeline and the chronology, I'm quickly wrapping it out. I don't have the time. We started this on January 4th. The launch of Udyoga Pramoda happened with Swamiji blessing us. Then we had 12 sessions of skill building, which was done by our own mentors, and that enabled a lot of aspirants to get placed. April 25, we conducted the hackathon after one of our mentors did an intensive training in building your skill sets and trying to be ready for facing guidance. We also structured the offline counseling for all the children, getting them to be more and more confident and trying to make them job ready in the marketplace. Plans executed so far, yes, we have conducted 12 sessions. Career guidance and placement oriented programs have been conducted by us. We have also mentored a lot of children. One of the greatest things that we could do is a bunch of aspirants who had come in and joined Udyoga Pramoda have been competent and they have built the website for us. It is not outsourced. It is not that somebody else came and built it for us. And the entire website, to tell the panelists, was built with AI as a background. And that has been a great sense of achievement for all of us. The road ahead, what is it that we want to do is, we want to scale pan-India. We want to, with the blessings of Swami G, we wish that we go like a wildfire. And one of my other partner here is Srinath from Bangalore. We did open up a branch in Kalaburgi recently. We have a huge demand for starting the Bangalore chapter and the Bijapur chapter as well. I should have come better prepared. Lastly, my gratitude, the team's gratitude, Udyoga Pramoda as a gratitude to our Swami G at his beloved lotus feet. But for his guidance, but for his saying a yes, but for his active participation for the past 3 hours. In spite of having a very, very tight schedule, with so many meetings happening, with so many programs underway, he has given us the time. Thank you, Swami Ji. Thank you very much for your support. Again, thank you all the mentors, and I only wish that this enthusiasm, this zeal, this spirit does not come down after we conclude in this particular conclave. I need a promise from all my team members saying that, yes, we are with you. And that is where we can go further and further and furthermore. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, all the mentors.
Thank you, Srinath Achar. Like I said, this conclave is not just the celebration of what we have done in the last 6 months, but also a small, minor contribution towards Chaturmasya. During this Chaturmasya, we had major four events. One is Vicharavahini, sessions that were conducted on every Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. That was strategically scheduled for a reason that people will all attend Swamiji's pravachan and then, connect to our session. And then we had Hackathon and then we had Career Connect. Each of these events were led by one of our team members. Gururaj Apsingikar has led the Vicharavahini. I would like to call him on the dais to speak about Vicharavahini for a couple of minutes, and then post that Nilesh Ahankari, who was managing the hackathon. All of the hackathon participants would know because he has been available 24/7 to answer your questions. He will talk and then, we will proceed further.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Paramagurubhyo Namaha, Srimadananda Tirtha Bhagavat Padacharya Gurubhyo Namaha, Satya Vignakarab Jyotan, Panchashat Varshabhojakan, Satya Pramoda Tirtharyan, Naumin Nyaya Sudharatan. With the divine blessings of Sri Harivai Devaru and my Sashtanga Namaskaras to Paramapuja Swamiji, I wanted to talk about a flagship initiative by Udyoga Pramoda, which is Vicharavahini. Vicharavahini is, by word, it says that it's a flow of thoughts or a flow of reflections. So we have, as Suchi was telling, it is the combination. This conclave is a ceremony or, the felicitation of the four things which we have started, Vicharavahini and the hackathon, the Career Connect, then the conclave. First one we started with the Vicharavahini. Why Vicharavahini? No, lot of jury members we had a discussion about AI disrupting, right? So there were mixed feelings from different generations. I'll tell you why. What about kids? What kids are looking into AI? They are very curious. They wanted to learn. But whereas the professionals or the freshers are confused with AI. They don't know what to do. The mid-career professionals, they are worried. They don't know what to do. They are worried that their job is at stake. Now, just now we have heard about it. And housewives or anyone who is not working, IT, non-IT, whoever it is, I'm talking about the generations. Housewives, they don't know what it is. Some of them, they don't know what it is. And they are not bothered. Some of them, they know, but they don't know how to learn it. So we wanted to get this kind of a platform where we wanted to cater to all these people, IT, non-IT, kids, freshers, professionals, housewife. That's where our Vichara Varahini has started. And the main theme of Vichara Varahini was discover yourself with AI. And I'm proud that we could able to start with the blessings of Swami G. And we started in the Chaturmasya. And we could able to, till now, complete 8 sessions. At an average of 150 participants per session. It's a huge, huge hit. And it is, as Suchi was telling, it is 9 to 10. We strategically kept time because of all other MUT, proceedings. After the MUT proceedings, we want to this. It started in from July 26. So yeah, this is our next one. Who all were speakers? I just wanted to quickly go through that. We had Girish Ahankari, who was one of the panelists. He is our one of the leading AI experts. He has got 9 patents. 9 patents. And he has taken the first session of Vichara Varahini, and believe me, lot of questions, lot of messages poured in. To Girish, I think Girish Ahankari must have a sleepless night after those sessions. Because lot of questions, lot of inquiries happened. So he gave that intro to generative AI. Is it a friend or because a lot of people are worried. So he broken the myth. And he has given a very good platform about how to learn AI, how your mindset should be. Then Suchindra, who is our another panelist who is leading that, he is an L&D expert, and he has given about a resume preparation and AI tools for resume. So that was the second session. Nilesh Ahankari, who is a brother of Girish Ahankari, these both Ahankari brothers are doing wonders for Udyoga Pramoda. He is a technology leader. He has taken about AI as your study buddy, AI for your career success. So if you check it out, we are trying to cover everyone. Then Mr. Gururaj Singekar, I am the person. So career coach, I am a career coach for early professionals. I have taken how to brand yourself. How to brand yourself, how to evolve, or how to show your visibility using AI. Then we have Miss Vaishnavi Sardigi, who is a Well-Tech coach. She has given passive income first step using AI. She has taught how to earn money for housewives, for kids. Now we have covered that program. Then we had Mrs. Vandana Ramachandra, Head of Program Management, MathWorks. She has taken about SkillSync, which is AI made soft skills. So one thing which I want to tell is, every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday is for the AI. Sunday is for the soft skill. So it was like a Sunday soft skills was the theme, right? So Sundays we had all the HRs, experts, L&D experts, career coaches, mentors, taking with respect to the AI, how to use AI in your careers. Now we have upcoming speakers. We already have people over here. Mr. Aditya Rao, who is the Vice President of Service now, he is going to take about AI for growth and wealth, upcoming sessions. We have AI for growth and wealth is for the entrepreneurs, for the business people. So anyone can come and join, understand how to become an entrepreneur as well. So he is going to cover that. We have Mr. Sri Krishna. He is my coach colleague, and he is an AI coach. And he is going to talk about hands-on. Please come with your laptops. He is going to teach you how to build your first AI bot for yourself. From 8 years to 80 years. So it is from 8 years to 80 years you can build, you can enjoy. It is for fun. So that is the another one which is upcoming. And we have Vishal Mahuli, who is a software architect in Toronto. He is coming up with a topic called as AI for community, creativity and service. So this is what is Vichara Varahini. So just quickly. So earlier to this, we had a 14-day program, which we saw that a lot of aspirants were very much interested to get a lot of things, wanted to upskill. That's where this is the Vichara Varahini which we have got, and under the guidance of Swami G, we could able to start this in Chaturmasya. And what is the plan? Our plan is to continue. It is not going to be until Chaturmasya, it is going to be post Chaturmasya as well. And more, you are going to see more and more. We have seen a lot of experts over here. And I'm telling you, our community has gems. And we have to utilize them. And Vichara Varahini is one of them where we are going to bring them. And you are going to see more and more people, more and more sessions. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Guruna. The instruction or something that we need to follow is we want to wrap this program by 6:30, so last 30 minutes. So we will be running through it, and we will have Mantrakshata and a little prizes coming from Swamiji, which will be presented by Swamiji. We will take out the names, and I would request everyone to please come in soon from this side, collect it, and then on the other side you'll have to get down. I will hand it over to Nilesh Anna, but as I hand over, I would request the jury members of the hackathon and the mentors to be ready. First the jury will come, and then the mentors, and then the participants will come. Your certificates might not have your name because we are running a little short of time, so you will be getting a certificate. You might exchange it after once you get down. Hope that is okay.
Sitting over there.
Yes. No, they will come here.
स्लाइड चेंज करना है ना, स्लाइड चेंज करना है मेरा, किधर गया आदित्य? Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. With the divine blessings of Shri Satyatma Swami Ji and all the dignitaries here, I have been given only 2 to 3 minutes, so I'll quickly close. How many people know what is hackathon or don't know hackathon here? Okay, there are few people here. On the other side looks to be learned people. Just kidding. So hackathon in a very small thing that I have created 2 examples. One is what if all the Panditjis are sitting together and want to create a stuti. Already stuti of Satyatma Swamiji is there, but if want to create a stuti, but I will say you have only 2 minutes and you have to work together and do it. How many people think it is possible? Only one person saying it is possible, because the hackathon is all about doing the impossible possible. Within 2 days, people are able to create apps. I just wanted to give an example of how it might happen on the other side. Creating something with limited resources and building it, making sure it is working. The other example that I would want to talk about hackathon in the space of homemakers. If we ask 5 women, come together and do something which is extremely impossible, but still, if they are able to come together and create a new recipe within 1 hour, that is what something like an hackathon for the IT professionals. IT professionals will create an app, but housewives might create a new recipe. Moving on to the next one, we started this hackathon on 14th and 16th. We have got, as Captain Sir has said, 14 teams, 75 plus participants have come. We have built 14 apps in this one, 14 mentors and 9 juries who were there on 16th. Thanks to juries for spending the entire day. And this was one of the rocking sessions. I asked very casually, would you want to watch a movie of Rajnikant or come and do the hackathon here? Everybody said, hackathon is the place that we would want to be. So there will be 3 winners. And out of the hackathon, after that we had a Career Connect program. There were 20 shortlists from the companies that have come, who interviewed. They will be taking to the next sessions. These are certain pictures of hackathon that you would see. I'll just quickly scan through the pictures. On the extreme right bottom of yours, there is a small kid doing one of the hackathon as a wild card special jury, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. And I also want to talk about the UDYOGA PRAMODA website. The next slide, please. So this site was built by our first hackathon that we have conducted. The winners of the hackathon have built this site. The UDYOGAPRAMODA.org is built completely in a very short span of 18 to 20 hours. And this has been done by 2 people that were part of the hackathon winners, of the first hackathon winners. So assume that if you are the winners and if you are the participants, there's lots of things to do on our website. So looking forward to working with all of you on this one. The way forward. So as mentors was spoken here, find your mentor is one of the important feature that you should go ahead and apply for one mentor, and way forward all the mentors will be helping you to reach to the goal that you would want to. Of course, we will be bringing lots of Vijaypura chapter and Bengaluru chapter has been mentioned. So definitely we will be taking all of this in future. So now in the interest of time, I think I'll request the jury and the mentors to please come and take the blessings of Shri Guru. I'll call out the names, but again, please start visiting the dais, please. Yeah. Aditya Rao sir, Rama Kuppa is not there, but if Guru can come here on his behalf. Krupa ma'am, Madhuraj sir, Ranjani ma'am, Shri Hari sir, Shri Hari Kalgi sir, Shrikant sir, Sumohana sir, Vikram Rayavari sir, if you all can come. And in line next, I request all the mentors, whoever are here, to please come and seek the blessings. Anirudh Kannan of Bugbusters, mentor. Ram Kumar Ganeshan, if you are there, sir, of Aspiring G, mentor. Pavan Deshpande of Syntax Squad, mentor. Sai Prashant Nandagiri of Satyatma. The next mentor, Vedavyas sir from Sankhya Setu. Ajay Krishnan Surendran sir from Team Garuda. Vivek Surya sir from Ashwamedha. Arjun Majumdar sir, if you are there, Shastra Pramoda team. Lakshmi Narsimham Vemuganti sir, Pardhasarthi team. Prahlad Kirni sir from Vishwatejas team. Nagarajan Raghunathan from Astra team. Srinivasan Mani Prabhakar Pasumati from Dashapramati team. And Akshay Kumar U from Sattva Tech team. All the jury and mentors requesting you all to please be there and collect the blessing and seek the blessings. Now I will request all the participants to come on the dais. Please come through on this side. Please start coming. All hackathon participants and all hackathon participants, please come over first. And we would request all the people who have got the job offers from because of the UDYOGA PRAMODA, just come behind them. Just wait for a minute. Only hackathon participants, please come now. And Guru Raghavendra Omkar, I think he's not there. He's not there. Yeah.
Okay. I would request everyone to please form a queue. I'll move the podium a little.
Guru Raghavendra Omkar.
Kale Balakrishna sir will announce the name. So
Manasamat.
So all that you'll have to do is collect your certificate over here
Shilwant.
and then go and then collect the Mantrakshata.
Arpita Shilwant.
All the goodies have been sponsored by
Satyasandha.
Switch Echo.
सत्यसंधा, श्रॉफ श्रीकांत हर्षिनी,
Harshini,
नैमिष कुलकर्णी,
if any of the participants are not here, we will give the certificates later. Only those of you who are here, please collect the certificate.
श्रीनिवास वियन, श्रीहरि NS, कार्तिक कुलकर्णी,
Request to make some gap here so that the video
Shrisha
camera
Joshi.
can record it. A little gap, and then you can again.
पद्मनाभ कुलकर्णी,
The job as Balabhai, the job aspirants who have already got the job offers, please stay back. We will announce. Now it is only for the hackathon participants.
श्रेया आनंद, अंदेवाड़ीकर,
Requesting everyone to come on the dais, collect the certificate, take the mantrakshata, and then post that. Please do the namaskara in the interest of time.
अभिरूप सुजय, अनिरुद्ध आश्रित, प्रमोद मजुमदार,
We would also like to thank the press who is covering the event today.
विनय कुलकर्णी,
Request everyone to please be fast. Seshagiri Joshi,
सुशील कुलकर्णी, विष्णु तेज,
to highlight, these participants have come from different cities. There is a participant
Abhishek.
from Gulbarga, Raichur, Koppala, Bangalore,
रम्या,
every part of this
रम्या
India.
कलिपी,
Ramya,
आरुषि हवलदार,
no. Check. Take the mantrakshata and then leave.
सौम्य प्रभा दीदी की, सौम्य प्रभा दीदी की,
After the certificate distribution, Swamiji's Anugraha Sandesha is going to be there, so requesting everyone to please stay back.
हरीश मलिभट्ट, अच्युत देशपांडे, मोहन कौलगी, अरविंद कुलकर्णी, प्रकृति आर्य, प्रकृति, प्रतीक देशपांडे, अनिरुद्ध जळकी, श्री फनिश कनगोवी, निशिता श्री, निखिल सबनीवीसु, प्रसन्न कुलकर्णी, रवली KH, सुमेधा कुलकर्णी, हरिणी नेमानी, श्रीनिधि राजेश्वरकर, अक्की श्रीहरि,
All the
Gopal
goodies are
Chillarige.
sponsored by Switch Eco. They are all biodegradable
Ram
products
Gopal.
and sustainable.
गिरिधर मलगी, मनीषा कुलकर्णी, राघव जोशी, शंकर बंदा श्री हरिप्रिया, वेदनिधि कोतुर, श्री चरण, रघु नीलागोल, प्रवीण कुमार, अक्षता देशपांडे, प्रणीत कुलकर्णी, प्रणीत, मेघना, वरुण जोशी, संदीप अग्निहोत्री, रघु किरण, क्षितिश, श्रीहर्षा, वंशी कीर्तन, अभिनव सराफ.
Request everyone to please
These are
be
the
seated.
three.
Everyone to please be seated. Whoever has
Shalini
collected the
Vijay.
certificates, please be seated. People on the back, please
Madhusudan
be
Kulkarni.
seated. We still have 10 minutes to.
Fanindra Babu,
We still have 10 more minutes for the event,
Sampala
and we will also
Upadhyay.
have Swamiji's Anugraha Sandesha.
Surabhi Deshpande, Vijay Joshi,
Also requesting all the
Srivatsa
aspirants who got the
Daltikar.
job to please come and
Karanam
come
Pujita,
near the dais.
Suhasini Mazumdar, Joshi Sankarsh, Sankirt Joshi, Sumedha Solibhavi.
We are ending up the hackathon certificates. If any one of the names have not come, please request you to come up. You there? Come. 1 minute. The hackathon participants, last three as participants. Okay, we are done with the hackathon participants. Now we are moving to the next round, something that we had announced before, that all the aspirants who are getting jobs through Udyoga Pramoda, either through mentorship or references, they will be handed over the offer letters through Swamiji, and today we are doing that. First, Aditya Ahankari. Aditya Ahankari. Request everyone to please come fast. Kalyani Jagirdar. We had 25 plus job offers that were given, almost 30, because we also had a recruitment drive yesterday, and 20 plus aspirants were shortlisted for the next rounds through the recruitment drive that we conducted yesterday. This was one of the promises that we made to Swamiji, that during this Chaturmasya we will have 50 placements, and we will complete 50 placements by the time Chaturmasya ends. This is the 30th Chaturmasya, and that is why we have 30 celebrating today. The rest 20 we will be celebrating in the next event.
And also we would like to
Varahini
announce, we would like to announce that there were spot offers. There were spot offers given yesterday. 5 people got the offers, and 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭𝐮𝐫𝐚𝐦𝐚𝐬𝐲𝐚 has helped those aspirants to get the job. And they will be joining on Monday.
Bruhati Manasa Karanam. Joshi Arun Kumar. Harshita Ashrit. Shravani. J. Raghavi. Vinay Amarchinta. Vaidehi. Vinay Amarchinta and then Vaidehi.
Pranav Kale, please. Pranav Kale. Mr. Shahi Prashant Nandagiri. And lastly, our own Suchindra Malwar. Vinay Kumar, please.
While this is done, this is next we will have hackathon winners to be announced by Nilesh. Once that is, we are having a prize money of 25,000 for the first prize, 15,000 for the second prize, 10,000 for the third prize. We would like to thank all our sponsors for that. We will announce the hackathon winners, and I will also collect my offer letter.
Suchindra collecting his own offer letter. Let him grow bigger and create more jobs.
Nilesh, over to you.
Yeah, so as we have mentioned, the hackathon which has happened on 14th to 16th, we have the winners announced. I hope the entire team has enjoyed. In the interest of time, I think the second runner-up, we are giving 3 awards. The second runner-up is Team Satyatma. Team Satyatma is the second runner-up, mentored by Sai Prashant Nandagiri. Participants Abhiroop, please requesting the team members to come. Abhiroop, Shankar Panda Shri Haripriya, Saumya Prabha, Pratik Deshpande, Surbhi Deshpande, Varun Joshi. They have built AI agent for marketing campaigns. Requesting all the team members to please come and collect the check for the second runner-up. It is a second runner-up award. The second runner-up, Team Satyatma.
While this is happening, Aditya is briefing Swamiji on the idea that you have presented. Please don't feel bad that Swamiji could not see your idea. Aditya over there is telling what the idea is about.
Yeah, the next winner is the first runner-up is Team Astra. Team Astra, Nagarajan Raghunathan is the mentor. Participants Srinivas, Raghu Nilagol, Ravali, Shalini Vijay, Karanam Pujita, Vijay Joshi. The problem statement was side hustle generator for Gen Z, creating a second income beyond the first income. Okay, the moment has come to announce the winners of the hackathon. Any guesses? Any quick shouts? The team, unfortunately, is not Vishwa Tejas. It is the Bugbusters. Mentor Anirudh Kannan, participants Sumedha Sulibhavi, Sankirth Joshi, Swayam Kulkarni, Joshi Sankarsh, Srivatsa Jakler. And the problem statement they solved is AI-powered local governance assistant, and I'm pretty much sure that this solution will be used across in all our governments. Absolutely, and local governments can implement in our mutts as well, for sure. And I really would want to add one more thing. There was one problem statement that was created specifically. What if I have a question on our rituals, Grihasthas? That solution, yesterday there is a company named as Moksha, which is in the aggregation of priests and the rituals. They really were interested in the solution. They demonstrated the solution to the investor yesterday. The Moksha, the founder was really happy about it, and maybe he will take the solution forward. So this is the power of the AI hackathon that has been conducted. We have got an investor for a solution. They have not won the award, but they have got an investor. Thank you very much.
While we do this, I would like to take the honor because he's someone related to Nilesh. We were doing all of this, and there was a 9-year-old kid who developed a web application and who has coded a complete software. He's none other than son of Mr. Nilesh Ahankari, who happens to be part of our team. Viraj Ahankari, can we please have you on the stage? We have a special jury award for you. We were not prepared, so we don't have a check for him, but we have abundance of Swamiji's blessing, and the award we will give it. I would also like to invite the parents of Viraj Ahankari, Nilesh Ahankari, and Srimati Nilesh Ahankari to please come on the stage to take the blessings from Swamiji. The AI or the problem solving is in their blood and DNA. Both Ahankari brothers, the Girish and the Nilesh, they are brothers. Their son is 9-year-old and he has presented an absolutely brilliant idea. All the jury were awestruck with it.
As I said, the kids are very curious about AI, whereas the mid-career people are very worried about it. See, I wanted to give an example here. He is a kid of 9 years and he's so curious. I'm telling you, we felt bad. So he made us to feel bad. What are we doing?
We were ashamed.
We were ashamed. Oh, I'm not getting that word. We were ashamed. Seriously, he was doing like a seamless thing.
While this is happening, I would also like to call Mr. Pawan Kumar Ashrit and also other people who have helped people to get the jobs. There were some mentors, there were some people who have really tried hard to get the offers done. I'm sorry, in the interest of time, I'm not able to call out their names. We will surely have special blessings from him. From Swamiji, since we have Pawan Kumar Ashrit ready, we are calling him. As we say, before Anugraha Sandesha, yes. We also have Krishna Mohan sir. Krishna Mohan sir has offered couple of offers already from the ICICI Bank. And yesterday, he was also part of the recruitment drive. He has shortlisted 14 candidates from the bank, from the finance domain. And a very famous personality, Srikanth Amarchinta, he has offered the spot offer yesterday in the recruitment drive, and also a couple of other offers during, in the last 6 months. The offer that came through Srikanth Amarchinta is the highest offer that was offered for the Udyoga Pramoda aspirant. I apologize if I have missed out any names who have helped our candidates or aspirants to get the jobs. Please come up on the stage. We are running because we don't want to tire Swamiji or hold him back a little more. Once this is done, I would like to call all the volunteers who have been working tirelessly in spite of fasting during the Krishnashtami. I will call out a few names, and if I'm missing out someone, please come up. Virinchi, Venkat, Pranav, Raghavi, Padmanabh, Vishnu Tej, Srinath Achar, all the volunteers who have been there, and the team. Yes, I have. Prashant Nandagiri, Nilesh Ahankari, Girish Ahankari, Vaishnav Amarchinta, Shrikant Amarchinta, Abhiram Ahankari, yes, Balkrishna Kale, Gururaj Apsangikar, Vadiraj Kulkarni, Supragnya Shrikar. Supragnya and Shrikar, these two people are the ones who have built the entire Udyoga Pramoda application. If we go out, we will have to shell out lakhs of rupees to build this, and they have worked for us, and they were the winners of the previous hackathon that we conducted in April. Yes. Shrikruti Apsangikar. These are all the people who have worked tirelessly throughout the event and also before the event. People like Girish, Nilesh, Gururaj. I am taking out their names in a corporate way, but otherwise I call them Anna.
And Suchindra.
Also Aditya Havaldar. Aditya Shrikant Havaldar. All of them to please collect the Mantrakshata from Swamiji. A special mention to Raghavendrachar Jayamangal as well. He has been huge pillar of support for the entire initiative since the beginning. I'll hold the mic and then go up. That is for a reason that I want to announce that post this we have Anugraha Sandesha of Swamiji. The reason we have kept Sandesha at the end is because we wanted our success to be seen by Swamiji. Everyone wants to be seen, right? So that was the only urge that we had. Thank you all for your patience. We will have a vote of thanks later, but then before that we will have this Anugraha Mantrakshata for all the team. I would urge you to clap because they have all worked endlessly in spite of fasting the entire day yesterday. while this is happening, I would request our legal council members of Uttradimmatha and also, part of the Chaturmasya committee, Venkatesh and Sridhar Murthy sir, they were the people who helped us to get the premises of Keshav Memorial College where we conducted the hackathon yesterday. We went with a request to just take a hall, but we adopted the entire college because we had so many people come up. If we have any sponsors in the Bharatiya Vastra, if we have any partners in the Bharatiya Vastra as well, please request you to come up. Oh yes. I would also request our panel members and guest speakers, Dr. Vijay Vittal, sir, Dr. Pratosh, and also Raghavendra Hunsagi to please come up. It always happens, right? In the rush of the moment, you forget the important people. I apologize for that, but please, sir, come up. We have some special goodies sponsored by Switch Eco. They're all eco-friendly and sustainable. They're all muddy-friendly is what I can say. They are all made of jute and bamboo. Vaishnav Amarchinta is the student union leader of Keshav Memorial Law School, and he was also instrumental in getting us the premises for conducting hackathon yesterday. I will be the last person to receive the Mantrakshata, and once that is done, we will have Anugraha Sandesha by Swami G. Once again, thanking you all for your patience. Thanking all the people who have come, all the aspirants who have come from different cities. We will have the vote of thanks, but meanwhile, I would request the Udyoga Pramoda team to stay back for a group picture after receiving Mantrakshata. Aditya Havaldar will also receive Mantrakshata. Now we will have the Anugraha Sandesha of Swami Ji. I might have forgotten names of volunteers or mentors or anyone.
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. యత్పదం వేద సంవేద్యం కటాక్షేణాపి వీక్షితుం న క్షమంతే విమతయస్తముపాసే శ్రియః పతిం. మయి స్థితో మదంగేషు స్వతంత్రో వ్యాప్తవాన్ హరిః స విష్ణుశ్చాస్వతంత్రం మాం స్వేచ్ఛయా వర్తయత్యజః. స్వాత్మనస్తస్య పూజా స్యుః మనో వాక్కాయవృత్తయః. మమైతాః ఇతి కర్తారం ఉద్దేశ్యం చ హరిం స్మరేత్. ధర్మవిజ్ఞానవైరాగ్యపరమైశ్వర్యశాలినః ఆనందతీర్థభగవత్పాదాన్ వందే నిరంతరం. ఆనందతీర్థోపదిష్టో నిధిర్నారాయణః వయః ప్రదర్శితో येन सम्यक् जयतीर्थं तमाश्रये. सत्याभिज्ञकराब्जोत्थान् पञ्चाशद्वर्षपूजकान् सत्यप्रमोदतीर्थार्यान् नौमिन्यायसुधारतान्. ఈ ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోద అనే ఒక కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేసి ఈ చాతుర్మాస్యం యొక్క నిమిత్తంతో అందరికీ ఎవరికైతే అపేక్ష ఉందో ఆవశ్యకత ఉందో అలాంటి వారికి ఉద్యోగాన్ని ఇప్పించడానికి ఇది ఒక చాలా గొప్ప ప్రయత్నం జరిగింది. నిజంగా చాతుర్మాస్య సందర్భమునందు అందరికీ జ్ఞానదానము, విశేషంగా అన్నదానము, రకరకాల సాంస్కృతిక కార్యక్రమాలు, పాఠ ప్రవచనాలు ఇవన్నీ జరుగుతాయి. ఈసారి ఈ చాతుర్మాస్యం యొక్క విశేషం అంటే ఈ 2 నెలల పాటు మాత్రమే అన్నదానం చేయకుండా మొత్తానికే కొన్ని కుటుంబాల్లో నిరంతరంగా అన్నదానం చేసే ఒక చాలా దూరదృష్టిని, చాలా గొప్ప విశాల దృష్టిని పెట్టుకొని ఈ ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోదం చేయడం జరిగింది. నిజంగా ఇది అత్యంత స్తుత్యమైనటువంటి, అభినందనీయమైనటువంటి కార్యము. దీంట్లో చాలా విద్వాంసులు, సద్గృహస్థులు, చిన్న పిల్లలు, యువకులు, యువతులు అందరూ కూడా చాలా కష్టపడి శ్రమంతో, నిస్వార్థంతో, నిస్పృహ భావనతో సేవ చేసినారు. వారందరికీ మన మఠం యొక్క మూల పురుషుడైన హంసనామక పరమాత్ముడు, ఉత్తరనామక పరమాత్ముడు, ఆయన అనుగ్రహం, మూలరామ దిగ్విజయరామ వేదవ్యాసదేవుల శ్రీమద్ ఆచార్యుల సమస్త గురువుల అనుగ్రహం కానీ అని మొట్టమొదటిగా ప్రార్థన చేస్తాము. సంతోషం అంటే ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోద అని పేరు పెట్టినారు. ఉద్యోగ ప్రమోద అంటే ఉత యోగ ప్రమోద. ఈ మఠము యొక్క మూల పురుషుడు ఉత్తరనామక పరమాత్ముడు, హంసరూపి అయిన పరమాత్ముడు. సనకాదులు చేసిన ప్రశ్నములకు ఉత్తరం ఇవ్వడానికే అవతారం చేసిన ఆ భగవంతుని రూపము కావున దానికి ఉత్తరం ఇవ్వడానికి అవతారం చేసినాడు కావున ఉత్తర అంటారు. ఉత్తరో గోపతిర్గోప్త అని విష్ణు సహస్రనామంలో ఆయన పేరు వస్తుంది. ఆ ఉత్తర అనే పేరు కూడా మూలంగా ఉత అనే పేరుతో వచ్చింది. ఛాందోగ్య ఉపనిషత్తు యందు భాష్యమునందు కూడా చెప్తారు. ఉదితోహ వై సర్వేభ్య పాప్మభ్య. భగవంతునికి ఉత్ అంటారు. ఉత్ అంటే అన్ని పాపములతో పైకి వచ్చినవాడు. అన్ని పాపముల సంబంధం లేనివాడు ఎవడో అతనికి ఉత్ అంటారు. ఉత్ అంటే ఉత్తరుడు. ఉత్ అంటే మహాలక్ష్మి కూడా ఉత్. ఎందుకంటే ఆమెకు పాపాలు లేవు, ముక్తులకు పాపాలు లేవు. అయితే వారందరూ అస్వతంత్రులు. స్వతంత్రంగా పాపరహితుడైన భగవంతుడున్నాడు కదా, ఆయన ఉత్ మాత్రమే కాదు, ఉత్తరుడు. అటువంటి ఉత్తరుడైన ఆ భగవంతునిచే ప్రారంభించి, ప్రమోదులు అంటే మన సాక్షాత్ గురువులు, ఆ ఉత్తరనామక పరమాత్మ నుండి ప్రారంభించి మన గురువుల వరకు అందరి అనుగ్రహము ఈ కార్యక్రమం వెనక ఉంది అని చూపించడానికి వారిద్దరి అంటే ఉత్తరనామక పరమాత్మ నుండి మన గురువుల వరకు అందరి యోగము, వారి సంబంధము, వారి అనుగ్రహము ఈ కార్యక్రమం వెనక ఉంది. అందుచేత ఇది యశస్వి అయింది అనేది మన అభిప్రాయము. అటువంటి ఆ భగవంతుని సేవ ఇది జరిగింది, చాలా సంతోషము. శ్రీమన్మధ్వాచార్యులు ఆదేశించినట్టు స్థిరోనుభావ ఏమమే మహాననుగ్రహో హరేహే ప్రయత్నమేకం అగ్రతో విధాయ భూతిమాప్నుమః. ఇది మన ఆచార్యులు అనుగ్రహించిన సందేశము శ్రీమన్మహాభారత తాత్పర్య నిర్ణయమునందు. అందరూ యువతులు వచ్చినారు. చాలామంది వారి విశేషమైనటువంటి ప్రతిభా ప్రదర్శనం చేసినారు. మన దేశానికి ఇలాంటి ప్రతిభావంతులు యువకులు విశేషంగా ఈ ప్రతిభ ఉపయోగించి మంచి కార్యక్రమాలను చేస్తూ పోతే నిజంగా భవ్యమైనటువంటి భవిష్యము మన భారతదేశానికి ఉంది అనేది మనకు ఒక విశ్వాసం దీని వలన వస్తుంది. అందుచేత చాలా సార్థకమైంది. శ్రీమదాచార్యులు చెప్పినట్టు స్థిరోనుభావ ఏవమే మహాననుగ్రహో హరేహే. ఏదే ఒక కార్యాన్ని చేసేటప్పుడు రెండు చాలా ఆవశ్యకం. ఒకటి విశ్వాసము భగవంతుని మీద, రెండవది ప్రయత్నము. కేవలంగా భగవంతుని మీద విశ్వాసం పెడతాము, ప్రయత్నం చేయము అంటే భగవంతుడు అనుగ్రహం చేయడు. కేవలంగా ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాము, అనుగ్రహం మీద విశ్వాసము లేదు అన్న ఆ కార్యము యశస్వి కాదు. అందుచేత చాలా ఉత్సాహంతో శక్తి భగవంతుడు మనకు ఎంత శక్తి ఇచ్చినాడో అంత ఉపయోగించి ప్రయత్నం చేయవలె. కొందరు విజ్ఞానులు అంటారట, భగవంతుడు మనందరికీ ఇచ్చిన బుద్ధిశక్తి ఎంతగా ఉంది అంటే ఆయన ఇచ్చిన బుద్ధిశక్తిలో పొద్దున నుండి సాయంత్రం వరకు 100 సంవత్సరాల పాటు నిరంతరముగా బుద్ధి కార్యాన్ని చేస్తే 5% మాత్రమే ఉపయోగించి ఉంటాము, 95% అలాగే వేస్ట్ అయిపోతుంది అని. అంత బుద్ధిశక్తిని భగవంతుడు మనకు అనుగ్రహించినాడు. అటువంటి బుద్ధి ఉంది, దైహిక బలం ఉంది. ఇలాంటి పెద్దలు చాలా నిస్వార్థంతో మీకు విశేషంగా సహకారం చేయడానికి సిద్ధమున్నారు. ఇటువంటి పరిస్థితి ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎందుకు ప్రయత్నం చేయకూడదు? అవశ్యంగా ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి. ప్రయత్నం చేసేటప్పుడు నేను స్వతంత్రుణ్ణి అనే అహంకారం ఉండకూడదు. ఆ అహంకారం వదిలి భగవంతుని అనుగ్రహంతో అన్ని కార్యాల్లో మనకు యశస్సు దొరుకుతుంది అనే ఒక విశ్వాసం పెట్టుకొని ఆ భగవంతుణ్ణి ప్రార్థించి వాయుదేవుని, దేవతలను, గురువులను ప్రార్థించి నమస్కరించి వారి అనుగ్రహం పొంది కార్యం చేయడానికి ముందుకు పోతే అవశ్యంగా ఆ కార్యాల్లో యశస్సు దొరుకుతుంది. ఇదే మన ఆచార్యులు ఇచ్చిన సందేశము. దీనితో పాటు మనకు ఈరోజు ఇక్కడ ఇంకా విశేషంగా ఆనందమైంది. ఇప్పుడు వారు డిస్కషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు చాలామంది వారి వారి అనుభవములను చెప్పినారు. అనుభవములను చెప్పేటప్పుడు కేవలంగా లౌకికంగా మార్గదర్శనం చేయకుండా ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ కూడా ఆ భగవంతుని మీద విశ్వాసము, గురువుల మీద విశ్వాసం పెట్టుకొని మేము ముందుకు వచ్చాము అనే మాట వారి అనుభవంతో చెప్పినారు కదా. అది చాలా సంతోషకరమైనటువంటి వార్త. అధ్యాత్మ క్షేత్రంలో ఉన్నవారు, మాలాంటి వారు విద్వాంసులు, వీరు చెప్తే అది వేరు. ఇటువంటి లౌకిక క్షేత్రంలో ఉన్నవారు వారు కూడా వారి అనుభవానుసారంగా వారికి ఎటువంటి అనుగ్రహం దొరికింది, ఎలా పైకి వచ్చారు అనే దాన్ని చెప్పినప్పుడు మన యువకుల మీద విశేషమైన ప్రభావం అవుతుంది. కావున అది చాలా ఆనందకరమైనటువంటి విషయం. అటువంటి వారందరికీ కూడా విశేషంగా అభినందనం చేస్తాము. మన రాఘవేంద్ర హుణసి గారు, అలాగే గిరీష్ అహంకారి, మరి ప్రతోషాచార్యులు, వీరందరూ కూడా దాని గురించి చెప్పినారు. ప్రశ్న కూడా మన ఆదిత్య సుచీంద్ర బాగా అడిగి దీన్ని చాలా మంచి రీతిలో చేశారు. వారందరికీ భగవంతుని విశేష అనుగ్రహంగానే అని ప్రార్థన చేస్తాము. వీరికి ఎవరైతే ఉద్యోగాన్ని తీసుకున్నారో ముందట ఇంకా ఎవరికి డిసప్పాయింట్మెంట్ వద్దు, అందరికీ ఉద్యోగం వస్తుంది, మంచి దారిని భగవంతుడు చూపిస్తాడు. ఆ నమ్మకం పెట్టుకొని ఈ రామదేవుని క్షేత్రమునందు వచ్చి మీరు పాల్గొన్నారంటే అందరికీ ఉద్యోగం వస్తుంది, దాంట్లో ఏమీ సంశయము లేదు. ఆ భగవంతుడే ఇప్పుడే చెప్పినట్టు ఆయనే ఉద్యోగుడు, నిర్దోషుడైన యోగ విదుత్తమ. ఆ భగవంతుడే ఆ భగవంతుడే యోగుడు. ఆ మంచి ఉత్తమమైనటువంటి ఉద్యోగము యొక్క యోగము మీకు సంబంధం దొరికేటట్టు అనుగ్రహిస్తాడు, దీంట్లో సంశయం లేదు. అయితే ఎవరైతే ఉద్యోగాన్ని పొందుతారో, స్వతహా బిజినెస్ చేస్తారో, రకరకాల విశేషమైనటువంటి ప్రయత్నం చేసి ఈ సమాజంలో పెద్దవాళ్ళు అవుతారో వారు ఒక మాటని ఎప్పుడు కూడా మరిచిపోకూడదు. విశేషంగా పరోపకారం చేయవలెను. మన ఆచార్యులు ఉపదేశించినారు, నానాజనస్య శుశ్రూష కర్మాఖ్య కరవన్మితేహే అని గీతా తాత్పర్యమునందు మన మూల గురువులైన మధ్వాచార్యులు ఆదేశించినారు. భగవంతుని అనుగ్రహం కావాలి, మోక్షం కావాలి, మోక్షం కొరకు ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి అని మీరు ఇంతవరకు విన్నారు. ఆ మోక్షం దొరకడానికి ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి సాధనం అంటే అది భగవంతుని సాక్షాత్కారము. అటువంటి భగవంతుని సాక్షాత్కారం కొరకు సాధనము అంటే కర్మము. ఆ కర్మం అంటే ఏమి అనేదాన్ని వివరించేటప్పుడు ఆచార్యులు చెప్పిన మాట ఇది, నానాజనస్య శుశ్రూష కర్మాఖ్య కరవన్మితేహే. ఉత్తములు, మధ్యములు, అధములు, మనకంటే ఉత్తములైన మహాత్ములు ఉంటారు, మన సమానులైన మిత్రులు ఉంటారు, మనకంటే చిన్నవారు ఉంటారు. వారికి అందరికీ వారి వారి యోగ్యతానుసారంగా పెద్దల సేవ, మన సమానులు ఎవరుంటారో వారికి సహకారము, సహాయము, చిన్నవారికి విశేషమైనటువంటి ఉపకారము. శబ్దాలు వేరే అవుతాయి. పెద్దల మీద భక్తితో సేవ, మధ్యముల మీద ప్రేమంతో సహకారము, చిన్నవారి మీద విశేషమైన అటువంటి అభిమానంతో, వాత్సల్యంతో ఉపకారం చేయటం. ఇలా నానాజనస్య శుశ్రూష, ఇటువంటి సేవ చేస్తే భగవంతుడు అంటాడు అది జీవుల సేవ కాదు, నా సేవ అంటాడు భగవంతుడు. మీరు చేసేది నా సేవ. తస్య ప్రాణ్యుపకారేణ సంతుష్టో ఈశ్వర. ఆ ప్రాణుల ఉపకారం చేస్తే అంతర్యామి అయిన భగవంతుడే అవుతాడు అని శ్రీమన్ మధ్వాచార్యులు అన్నారు. అందుచేత మీరందరూ కూడా అది మనస్సున ఒక గురి, ఒక లక్ష్యంగా పెట్టుకోండి. ఏదే ఒక చిన్న పని వచ్చినా, పెద్ద పని చేయడానికి అవకాశం దొరికినా, బిజినెస్ చేసి దాంట్లో సక్సెస్ అయినా దానిలో కాస్త భాగము పరోపకారానికి అవశ్యంగా మనం తీసి పెట్టాలి, పరోపకారం చేయాలి. ఇది మహాపుణ్యప్రదం. పరోపకార పుణ్యాయ పాపాయ పరపీడనం అని 18 పురాణముల రహస్యము అంటారు. అది పరోపకార పుణ్యాయ పాపాయ పరపీడనం. అందుచేత అందరూ కూడా ఆ పరోపకారము యొక్క సంకల్పము, సేవ చేసే ఒక సంకల్పాన్ని మనస్సులో పెట్టుకొని విశేషంగా ఈ కార్యక్రమం యొక్క లాభాన్ని అందరూ పొందాలి. అందరికీ ఇక్కడ చాలామంది విశేషంగా దీని కొరకు మొదటి నుండి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తూ వచ్చినారు. మన శ్రీనాథాచార్యులు, జయమంగళ రాఘవేంద్రాచార్యులు చాలా విశేషంగా ఈ కార్యక్రమం జరగాలి అని మొదటి నుండి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తూ వచ్చినారు. అలాగే బాలకృష్ణ కాళే, గిరీష్ అహంకారి, నీలేష్ అహంకారి, గురురాజ అప్సంగీకరు, మన శుచీంద్ర, ఆదిత్య, అలాగే ప్రశాంత నందగిరి, ఇలా చాలామంది దీని కొరకు సేవ చేసి దీన్ని విశేషంగా సక్సెస్ చేశారు. వారందరికీ భగవంతుని అనుగ్రహం కానీ, వారికి విశేషమైనటువంటి ఆయుష్యము, ఆరోగ్యము, సమాజ సేవ చేసే ఒక శక్తిని ఆ భగవంతుడు మూలరామదేవుడు అనుగ్రహించుగాక అని ప్రార్థన చేస్తాము. హరయే నమః. శ్రీకృష్ణ అర్పణం.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಠಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ. ದ ಪ್ರವಚನ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಓವರ್ ದೇರ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ವೇ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಟು ಹೆಡ್ ಔಟ್.